Are you feeling restless? Are they pushing too hard? We'll switch up lanes like with a getaway car. Are you packed? Are you ready? Do you wanna go far? We'll make some space like with the moon and stars. People be just hating 'cause you like the things you like. Break it down now, break it down now. We'll be turning tables, we'll be raising hell tonight. Can you dance now? Can you dance now?
Minnesota State University Moorhead, the Dragons Digital Network, Dragon Athletics, and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons football. It is a beautiful afternoon here at Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium as the Dragons take on Concordia St. Paul. Look at that, just gorgeous. It's going to be about 50 degrees. It's football weather here in Moorhead. And good Saturday afternoon to you, and welcome inside Alex Nemzik Hall, or Alex Nemzik Stadium in Moorhead, Shields Field. My name is Steve DeStacio. It's my privilege to be with you alongside my friend Don Groth. Let's do that. Dragons 3-6, Concordia St. Paul looking for their first victory. So while this might not be the marquee game on the NSIC schedule today, certainly sounds marquee to me.
It's an excellent game. These two teams match up really well.
And what I like, they're hungry. Yes, you have teams that are probably fighting for an NCAA playoff, for a conference championship. Right. How sacred is a win here on Senior Day?
Nowadays, that they are hard to come by. So, yeah, the Dragons are looking to put a hurt on the Bears. The Bears want to get their first win today.
All right, let's get some key ingredients to a victory. Let's start with Concordia St. Paul.
Got to run the ball. Got to get a lot of yards on run the ball. Plus, they need to make up for one of their top rushers not being here today. Turnovers, they got to be +2, Steve. And then they're playing for Bear pride. The Dragons got to run the ball also, protect Strand, and the D-line has to really, really play tough today.
Key ingredients to a Dragons and Bears victory presented by the MSUM catering services of Sodexo. That's Shannon Currier. He's in his 12th season, his second stint at Concordia St. Paul. Boy, were they good when he first started early in this millennium. And there's Steve Lockway, also in his 12th season, 11th on the field with the COVID year. Our head coaches are presented by BSN. The Dragons are in their red uniforms with white lettering and white numbering and white pants. Concordia St. Paul is in their all whites with maroon and gold. I do want to say hello to my friend and one of the better, if not the best, sports information directors, athletic director for media communications, Josh Deere, helping out getting us ready for today's game. He's got a little mini game of the century at 2 o'clock on the volleyball court. Number 2 and number 3, Wayne State and Concordia St. Paul. So good luck, Josh, and your Golden Bears. Here we go. The Dragons are going to kick it off. Jacob Schroeder.
A real tight formation on that kick.
End over end. Alex Andrade running to his left. Cuts it up. Andrade, a good return. Runs over Schroeder. And that's a good return, and that'll get you fired up fast.
That's a slobber knocker starter right there.
All right, let's take a look at some quarterback comparison. There's Connor Courts. It's thrown for 1,636 yards. Look at that pass completion, under 50%, where Jack Strand, number 2 in passing yards behind Brandon Aldapamidji, and he completes over 2/3 of his passes. So here we go, 1st and 10. Concordia's going to run the ball. It's Gayflor Flomo. Like Don said, Jalen Richardson and Jair Moore not here. They combined for 764 yards behind that line. Marshalik in the middle. Sam, 300-pounder out of De Pere, Wisconsin. And there are your specials, including number 80, Troy Ellison, making his 18th catch of the year, close to first down yardage.
Nice pitch and catch. Again, these teams like to spread it out and get the defense of the Dragons spread out in particular out on the edges, trying to break a big one.
Court is 5th in passing yards, like we mentioned. He's also 7th in picks with 8. It's 3rd and about a yard. In motion goes Drew Emke to the far side. They want to put it up. A flag is down. It's complete. This is going to be a first down, but we're going to see what Rolf Erickson and his crew have to say about this. That flag went up early.
Number 7, McClanahan on the tackle for the Dragons.
The head linesman, John Hardgrove, threw the flag. Rolf Erickson is going to do some splaining. This ball looks like it's going back. Rolf, talk to me. The audio works, but it's muffled.
So
I know it was an illegal shift.
And they'll replay third down now.
Right, it'll be 3rd and 6, but he gave the explanation, but I didn't quite get
Right.
it. I thought
Yep.
he said something about Troy Ellison. Maybe he didn't become set.
Number 80 did not get set.
Cordes on 3rd and 6. Drop. Nathan Gimza, one of the better receivers, averaging just over 14 yards per catch. Probably would have had first down yardage.
Yeah, he had plenty of room out there on the perimeter to turn that up. Cordes finding his receivers early on here.
We just mentioned Cordes. If you round it up, it's 49%. That's not where you want to be, but if he's gonna have wide open drops, those numbers are not going to improve. This is Parker Dahlman. He averages 40 yards per kick. That's not a bad one. Landon Lundquist here on Senior Day. And the Dragons will go on offense after a 3-and-out. The 36-yard punt by Dahlman.
As we talked in the keys to the game, Dragons have to run the ball, establish a run.
Well, they also had to get some D-line pressure. I don't know if they got D-line pressure. They got a drop and they got a penalty.
Right.
And that's what helped them out. So here's Jack Strand. Set both the individual completions and attempts records against Mary 3 weeks ago. Or was it 2? That's what they've been looking to do all year long. Luke Imdick up the middle. He averages just 3 yards per run. We know Imdick's good.
Great job by Joe Hella up front for the Dragons.
There are the Dragon starters presented by Brand Folk. Strand wants to put it up. Lobbing. Incomplete to Gage Florence. In that game against Mary, Florence set the NSIC record with 21, or the school record with 21 catches. He also became the 7th Dragon to catch for over 200 yards in a game. Florence is number 1 in the country in Division II in receptions with 89 in receptions per game at 9.9. He's a freshman. He's also in motion. This is 3rd and 3. Strand over the middle, complete. It's Bieberdorf. And he's going to have a first down. Bieberdorf and Bierenkot both came in with 35 receptions, while Florence had 89. There's one other kid in all of NCAA that has 89 catches. Concordia defense presented by Brand Folk. This is 1st and 10, knee-high snap. Imdick, catch. He goes down, flag, tackle made by Richard Wauer, an outside linebacker out of Muskego, Wisconsin.
Kofi Beckley, number 94 for the Golden Bears, was looking for the call, and he got it from the white hat.
Kobe Prelo out of Methodist University in Fayetteville, North Carolina is a D3 school. He has 89 catches as well. So this penalty sets the Dragons back. This is 1st and 25. Prelo doesn't play until 6 o'clock Eastern time, so we're not going to have any Kobe Prelo updates. Good luck, Monarchs. Incomplete. Looking for Florence again.
Kendrick Maynor for the Bears on the coverage out there. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 180, defensive back from St. Peterson, Florida.
Never heard of St. Peterson.
I have not. Calvary Christian High School is where he went to school.
Haven't heard of that either. 2nd and 10. First Dragon possession. Their defense stopped Concordia on a 3-and-out, 12-17 remaining. First quarter. Gorgeous day here in Moorhead. Strand dancing, puts it up. Was that caught? It was, and that's a big catch. Gage Florence just set the MSU Moorhead record with receptions in a season. That's his 90th. He just broke Jabari Taylor's and Damon Gibson's record. I'm guessing there's more to come.
There's 11 minutes left in the first quarter.
And he's already thrown to him three. He's already
Exactly.
targeted him 3 times.
Right, on that tackle for the Bears was number 6, Andrew Ngarski. Miscommunication on that.
I think Bierenkot was looking for, or Bieberdorf rather, was looking for a penalty. He was doing a little hand fighting with McKinley Eglin Young out of San Diego, and the back judge, Jared Butson, didn't budge. I thought it was a good call. Bieberdorf was not running towards the ball. This is Brian Knudsland. He averages 37.5. Not his best. He's going to get a bounce. Is that a free ball? Now it goes out of bounds. It's going to count as a 50-yard punt and then an 8-yard muff, or is that a 58-yard punt? We'll let the statisticians figure that out. But right there, he touched it, and that is a live football until it goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That was some dangerous stuff by Joey Farley.
Trying to pick up a bouncing ball, and footballs, as everyone knows, are oblong. They don't bounce very true.
You know where they bounce?
Yeah,
Wherever the
sideways.
heck they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Those end-over-end bounces are sometimes easy, but not that. Flomo looking for some running room. Concordia St. Paul averages 117 yards on the ground. Flomo came in today with 30 carries for 91 yards. Again, no Richardson and no more. No more.
No more. On that stop was Gully coming up and making that stop.
Incomplete. Flomo out of the backfield stopped. It was either overthrown or Flomo didn't know his routes. 3rd and long.
Might be a little timing issue in the backfield with a couple of new guys playing more snaps this game for the Bears. So quarterback
Yeah,
trying to
Flomo
get.
only has 2 catches coming out of the backfield. This
There
is
you go.
3rd and 8. Noel got enough of them to make the tackle, and this is going to be another 3-and-out. When was the last time the Dragons had back-to-back 3-and-outs to start the game?
And a change in field position for the Dragons also happening here. Unfortunate for the Bears that no receivers could get open because quarterback had plenty of time as he rolled out, escaped the pressure. It's been a while, though, that to have back-to-back 3-and-outs.
This is our second Midwest Moving Company punt. A flag is down. This is a great kick. Landon Lundquist is not going to play the game that Farley just played, and it's a 51-yard punt. There is a flag all the way back at the 15-yard line.
I didn't see anything that
Rolf Erickson is talking to Steve Lockway. The ball's spotted at the 38, and I think he's. Oh, they were asking Abe Rorick.
Yeah, do you
Not
want
Steve Lockway. Okay.
No, do you want to have a re-kick? And they're going to make the Bears re-kick.
Okay.
So they have a choice. They could have tacked on the yardage for the face mask, the end of where the
No,
ball
no,
was stopped.
No, illegal procedure.
Oh, I thought he went like
No,
this.
procedure.
Okay. So either way, they had their choice. Well, obviously you want to have them kick from the end zone.
So this will be Dahlman again. This time he's 3 yards deep in his end zone. He'll just get it off. That ball might have been tipped. I'd like to think the Dragons made the right choice. A 31-yard punt by Dahlman, and they get that field position you were talking about.
Plus 23 yards from where it was down on the last punt. So didn't get the block, but recipient of 23 extra yards. So well worth the re-kick.
Yeah, I don't think that ball was tipped based on that replay.
He rushed his kick and kicked it right off the toe.
9:54 remaining, first quarter. Final home game for the Dragons this season. They travel to Wayne next week. Hayden Bowl, straight ahead, 3 yards. Wayne State is regionally ranked. They're number 6. And I saw some major league movement. Bemidji State was up there in that 2 or 3 range. They come in at 7 because of strength of schedule. It's almost not fair. Bowl finding some running room. There's a Dragon first down on the ground.
Tasting success running the football, the Dragons. And I know we talked about it almost every week this year that the offensive line and the running game had to come about. Today it looks like they're going to establish it.
They're establishing. That's Hayden Bowl. Uh-oh, flag down. Right on the C of Shields.
And right on the edge of where Hayden Bowl made his breakout to the perimeter. I'm guessing it's a holding penalty.
It's Bennett Heffman, one of the most seasoned offensive linemen for the Dragons. You see the large amount of running room on our replay presented by Midco, and according to umpire Eric Oakstad, it was because of the hold. Strand back, pressure. He's being grabbed by Luke Dunsmore, and then he finally goes down. Dunsmore, defensive end senior out of St. Cloud, went to St. Cloud Apollo, went to St. Cloud State. They don't play football anymore in St. Cloud. Dunsmore, 6th on the Golden Bears, 32 tackles this season. Strand, this time has some time, hits Imdick, and then Imdick got smashed by Richard Wauer, the redshirt freshman of Muskego, Wisconsin.
Great coverage by Wauer being out there. Wauer being out there on the edge.
Separated player from football.
Exactly how you teach it, too. Face mask to the numbers.
Remember how fluid this drive was going? Now it's gotten a little murky. We also have a timeout.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with the tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Today's game is sponsored by Gate City Bank. Gate City Bank believes we're all better when we work together. Just one of the reasons they've been named the #2 bank in the U.S. by Forbes. Proud to support our Dragons, invest in our neighbors, and give back to our communities. Since 1923, that's almost 100 years. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life. Member FDIC. All right, 3rd and 13. What you got?
Need a lot of yards. It's 3rd and 21.
He is not the best color guy in the country for nothing, folks. It is 3rd and 21.
Need a lot.
There's a flag. I think the Dragons are going to get an interference call as Strand threw that in triple coverage looking for Ryan Bieberdorf, who got his fingertips on it. I think he also had some bear claws on him.
Yeah, he had 2 different players grabbing shoulders, stretched his jersey out, in fact.
All right.
Good call by the Stripes.
Here's Rolf. Rolf, you don't need to back up that much. Just talk. That's how you convert 3rd and 21 right there. You can see the grabbing of the face mask. They just called it's not a first down. He signaled first down. It is 3rd down. It's a 15-yard penalty. I thought that was automatic first down, but it's a 15-yard, and I think that's what Steve Lockley's talking about.
No, I believe it's, and they've got the first down on the score clock.
I don't care what the score clock.
Right, I know. Automatic first down.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought so.
Oh, that's what he said too. Yeah, they just didn't switch the chains. Linesman did not switch the chains.
Okay.
There you go. That's how you get that first down.
Get it right. Okay. That's why you're the best color commentator in the country. Empty backfield.
Give it to you. Give it to you straight.
For Jack Strand, and now here comes Dick. From the 27-yard line. This is Luke up the middle.
Perfect.
Some running room for him to run between the tackles.
Exactly what the Dragons need to continue to establish.
Dick's only career touchdown at this level was against Concordia St. Paul last year in their season-ending 24-3 victory at Seafoam Stadium.
On the previous play, Brooks O'Brien, 6'4", 265-pound freshman out of St. Michael, Minnesota, St. Michael Albertville. He was the one that pulled around the guard and made that kick block so that Dick pick up about 5 yards.
I think Strand's changing the play. Still 13 on the play clock. 7.5 minutes remaining, first quarter. This is 3rd and 3. Strand back. Does he get the first down? It's close. It all depends on John Hardgrove's spot.
Oh, that's tight.
No, it's 4th and a half a yard.
4th and a half a yard,
You know what? Here comes the bowling ball. Here comes Hayden Bowl.
Yeah, it looked like Jack Strand was trying to reach that ball out.
Right.
But in doing so, you also take the chance that you might fumble it, too, with a defender right in his face.
Strand dropped it. A busted play from the beginning, and now Concordia St. Paul has the ball.
Number 6 comes up with that handoff. Andrew Agnarski from Pulaski, Wisconsin. 6', 220-pound middle linebacker.
Okay. Dragons move the ball. They turn the ball over on downs. You mentioned in one of your key ingredients to a Bears victory, they had to get turnovers. I don't know whether this was a turnover. Did Agnarski have the ball?
Yes.
If it was, it's a fumble. But they would have gotten the ball back on downs. Either way. So back come the Golden Bears. 4 possessions, no points. This is a quarterback draw. Cordes cannot get away from Jake Betcher. The number 4 tackler for the Dragons coming in with 44 today. Just made a great play in space. Let's watch it again. Went right for the ankles.
Yeah, Jake did not give an inch. He made sure that that belly button was right in his eyes, exactly. Don't watch the feet, don't watch the head. Tackle the belly button.
Flomo with some running room. That's a good run by Dave Flomo. He had 2 different holes, went straight ahead, took a right-hand turn. He took, let's watch again. There's a hole. Took a little bit of the left and then got popped from behind. This is 3rd and 1. Concordia St. Paul, 34% efficiency on 3rd downs. Flomo got the first down. All right, I'm already impressed. This Flomo, 5'11", 215, out of Fridley, Minnesota, played at the University of Kansas. Not a big guy, but he just put his head down and said, I'm getting that first down.
Right, needed a couple of yards, that's it. And James Eggert was able to tackle him, but not until he had accomplished that first down yardage.
Concordia St. Paul's first time moving the change. That's a completion, but that's a terrific play by Jack Bungarden, outside linebacker out of Woodley, Minnesota. I'm sure his parents, Jody and Pete, are on their feet.
Great play by that defensive outside linebacker slash strong safety type of player. Comes up man on man, and he's able to make that tackle.
5-yard loss. So after getting the first down, it's 2nd and 15. Cordes running, Hayden Carr chasing, throw, complete. Jack Munster-Tiger made his 22nd catch of the season. Terrific job by Connor Cordes, and he put it, or was that 13? Was that Gimza? Either way, it's a first down. Right at midfield. 4:33 left in a scoreless first quarter. Play action. Ellison on the far side. This time got positive yardage. He picks up 4.
Great pitch and catch for the Bears, picking up a good 4 yards. They've had some success, but establishing the run has got to be their number one thing that they need to do. The same thing for the Dragons on the offensive side of the ball.
I like this. I really, really like these. There's Cordes. He's going to run and then go down. He's going to pick up 4 more. I love these defensive.
Back and
I remember
forth.
there was a game in '98, finished 7-6.
There you go.
I like them. I like 3-1 in baseball. If it's good defense, not
right. Not a lot of turnovers
sloppy,
and sloppy,
right.
Yeah, when defensive play is creating the stops and offense is gaining some yards but not being able to break it loose. Yeah, those are great games. Traditional North Division.
Gully can't get him. This is a first down. It's Drew Emke. And that's going to be 5 yards and another Concordia St. Paul first down.
Enke, a 6'3", 210-pound sophomore out of Clear Lake, Iowa, for the Bears, number 11. Nice pitch and catch from the quarterback, Cordes, to Enke.
Flomo. He just went right behind Sam Marshall. I told you to keep an eye on him. You're going to get some running room when the guy in front of you moving downhill is 6'3", 300.
Yeah, right.
That's a guy that goes back for thirds at the buffet.
And his partners on either side are 6'6", 300 and 6'4", 285. That's kind of like a road grader out there.
Did you save room for dessert?
Right? Of course. Yeah, bring
no,
the pie.
I'm going back for more ribs. Flomo, big hole. Flomo, another first down across the 25-yard line. We mentioned both teams had to run the ball. Right now, Concordia is running the ball effectively.
And they are doing it effectively, and their offensive line is proving themselves very well right now, including Elliott Wolf, 6'3", 290-pounder out of Noel, Missouri.
Three receivers up top. Flomo takes a right-hand turn. And he ran right into Mitchell Jezierski out of Rogers, Minnesota. Exercise science major, just got a good pop here at the 136 mark. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Golden Bears.
That time I'll put that on the running back, as he did not look back to his left where the hole opened up. He kept going where the play was designed to go, but sometimes that just isn't where the hole is going to be.
Dan Hornacek in the game. First time he's touched the ball this season. Again, two of their running backs, their top running backs, did not make the trip for undisclosed reasons, so they brought in Dan Hornacek. They also brought in Ethan Falanico. We haven't seen him yet. Either way, this is 3rd and 12.
And on that play, Gully and Sorensen in on the tackle for the Dragons.
Third and long, Cordis being pressured by Boehm. He'll run and get some yardage, and now we're going to see if the field goal unit's going to come in. This would be a 4th and 7. Their kicker, Sam Henson, is 3 of 10 on field goals this season. And I don't see any movement on the sidelines. It would be about a 39-yard field goal with a little wind. What a decision.
Justice Noel, Fargo Davies kid, made that tackle.
Okay, we're going to get a timeout. And the Dragons are going to call the timeout. Interesting. There were 8 seconds left on. Oh, okay. The wind must be blowing. Okay, the wind is blowing against. And I think Concordia St. Paul was waiting for the play or for the game clock to expire. It has 2 seconds on it. And I think they might have tried the 39-yarder with the wind.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, well, now, folks, the wind isn't that strong, but there is a tailwind coming out of the south. So, yes.
And he's 3 for 10.
Yes.
I'm not picking on him.
No,
I'm just saying
you're right.
Numbers,
Yes.
Numbers don't lie.
Well, and any little help, you take it for sure.
Yeah, there are the goalposts in, I believe that's the
north end.
Yeah.
Yep. The south end, they're barely moving.
Okay. The offense is coming back out. I think you got to if you're Concordia St. Paul. I think you have a better chance of getting a first down than making a 39 or 40-yard field goal into a swirl.
Oh yeah, and they've been moving the ball, so it's not like they've had the ball for quite a long time, and they've been picking up a few first downs.
Here we go.
Courier, I think he's making a good decision.
Bears are 7 of 25 on 4th down. This is of the 8-yard variety. Cordis, Dragons rush 3. Cordis firing, broken up. Jared Collenbach, the junior free safety out of Jamestown, North Dakota, got a piece of it. The Dragons come up with the stop, and that brings us to the end of a scoreless first quarter in Moorhead. You're watching live coverage of Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
More exciting way to
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
That's why we want these. All right, let's take a look at the standings. Look at that, Bemidji State. You win, you probably get in the play. Well, you might not get in the playoffs. They played Northern and Mary, so the Mary game is not going to help them because they're 2 and 7. But if they win the 2 games remaining, they would win another NSIC North. Bowl. Pretty beefy run. Those standings were presented by Richards. As he just ran into Alex Andrade, and I'm not sure if Andrade liked that exchange. Second down. Bull again. A lot of running room. He'll meet Andrade again at the helmet tip, and that's a first down.
That's the kind of running that Hayden Bull has shown his career here, is workmanlike, going north and south, lowering the head, putting the pads down lower than the defender, and gaining a lot of yards. So nice job by Hayden.
Strand in trouble, and he's finally going to go down. He gets wrestled down by Kofi Beckley. Defensive tackle, played some ball at Northern State.
And the pressure was put on by Drake Teal, the defensive end that's 6'6", 230-pound redshirt freshman out of St. Paul Johnson High School. Number 33, putting the pressure on Strand.
This is 2nd and 14. Strand running away from Beckley. Running. He'll slide right in front of Andrew Ignarski. And this is going to bring up a 3rd and 12. He ran a long way to pick up 2.
Offensive line of the Dragons is getting pushed around up front a little bit.
Concordia averages allowing 465 yards per game. Right now, they might be winning the trenches battle. Florence in motion. They're going to rush 5, and they're going to get to him. There's a sack, is coming in hard. Was Javon Jones, redshirt freshman out of Richmond, Texas. Jones with his team leading 2nd sack. They only had 5 sacks coming in. They've got a couple already today.
And they've also got 3 or 4 hurries and flushes. Dragon offensive line's got to do better than that. Got to take care of Strand.
High spiraling kick. The 36-yard punt, fair caught by Joey Farley. And we've got a slobber knocker on our hands.
That's it. Defensive battle up and down.
Love it. Don, during this small delay, you are the Webster Dictionary of the word slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker.
Define it, please.
Define it. It is that little bit of snot that comes out of your nose when you make a good hit, and then you just keep doing it every play, and nobody gets an advantage. Both the offense and the defense from both teams just go banging back and forth against each other the whole day. That's a slobber knocker.
Cordes back with plenty of time. Now he's going to run. Boy, he goes down awkwardly. Boy, no, I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah, he didn't slide.
I'm concerned for his patella, for his ACL, MCL, PCL.
Falling forward out of nowhere.
ERA.
Yes.
He picked up 4. This will bring up 2nd and 6. 11:48 remaining in a scoreless first half. Here from Moorhead, Concordia St. Paul has 2 more chances to get that elusive first victory of the season. Today's one of them. Gully comes on a stunt. Another drop. Gave floor Flomo. Probably would have picked up 4 or 5 yards, and I think he looked up and saw what was coming.
Oh, yeah, there was Betcher bearing down on him. Number 8 for the Dragons out there on the perimeter. Tough yards to be had by both teams. Both defenses seem to be stifling right now.
Flomo just got upended by Jack Bungarden.
Great open field tackle by Bungarden as he comes up and makes that play.
Remember 40 years ago, Tears for Fears? They had a song called Head Over Heels.
Head Over Heels.
Exactly
That's what happened.
With Flomo.
Very good.
Parker Dahlman into punt. Good snap. Oh, wow. That's a 60-yard punt with no return.
I guess there was a little tailwind.
Woo! So I've always used
Very pretty.
the gentleman's name who a college award in Division I is named after, Ray Guy. Ray Guy passed away
Yes, he did.
a couple days ago. That was a Ray Guy-esque kick, perfect spiral. It did end up in the end zone, so the Dragons get the ball at the 20, but we will miss Ray Guy.
And he punted and had the most beautiful, if you want to call it beautiful, but picturesque delivery of the ball. When he made contact and his leg up, his hands up, and his body as long and sleek as it was. Yeah, Ray Guy. I'm a Raiders fan, so yeah, I was sorry to see that, but
Imdick for 23, his longest run of the season. One last thing. Is there a flag down?
no, but they called him down, and I'm not sure.
They're going to say the progress was stopped.
Progress was
Oh,
stopped.
he went down. Just real quick, Ray Guy.
Yeah.
Only punter in the Hall of Fame.
Right?
First down for the Dragons, 43-yard line. Imdick again. Another hole. They'll pick up 4.
Stuffed up by number 96, Keyshawn Pettis, 6'1", 288-pound freshman out of Omaha, Nebraska, for the Bears.
Strand looking long. Incomplete. He was looking for Carter Bierencott. And a good play by Richard Lauer. And this is going to be 3rd and 7. Imdick now with 41 yards. The Dragons. And Strand has a couple of sacks. So that's where the Dragons have been losing their yardage. But as far as the two running backs, Imdick and Bowl, 9 carries, 68 yards. That's 7.5 yards per pop.
And that's how you establish a running game.
Strand fires. This time he's got him. It is Bierencott. He was open in space. Alex Andrade didn't cover him as tightly this time, and Strand found him. This is a first down. The Dragons' deepest penetration into the Concordia St. Paul D at the 34-yard line. Strand floating. Bierencott getting grabbed. Incomplete.
They'll call that incidental contact up there, both of them with their hands going against each other. But
Okay.
a lot of targets towards Bierencott here. They seem to think that there's a mismatch, height-wise there is, between he and Hudson Jean. A little bit of difference. Well, they just moved Dean over on him.
Imdick just took Kofi Beckley for a short ride and picked up 4. I like that call, Don. They've gone through the air a couple times, gone deep, keeping them honest.
Yep, keep those DNs and those linebackers tight. That leaves the room in the middle. That's how Bierencott got that big one, as he had a crossing pattern, and it opened up because the linebackers had to respect the run.
Strand goes sidearm, and he finds Perryman. Still on his feet. Perryman's going to get licked, but that's going to be good enough for a Dragon first down.
Nice crossing pattern again if we see this
I'm going to
on
watch
the
this
replay.
again. Did he go Patrick Mahomes on us? Did he go
Yeah,
sidearm?
he did. And a quick release on a sidearm. Great coverage.
I tried that this summer.
Yeah,
Doing this, and it wasn't working. Bowl.
nice pick.
Bowl. Gets 9. Hey, the Dragons are in the Richards red zone for the first time today.
There we saw Hayden Bull do what he does, and that's patience. The play was meant to go over the right guard, and he took it back over the left.
I don't know where this was supposed to go, but I think he got just enough for a first down.
Well, things get tighter inside the Richards red zone. There's no doubt about that.
You had mentioned Concordia St. Paul in that last drive at the end of the first half. They controlled the ball for 11.5 minutes. The Dragons just over 7.5 minutes. This is 3rd and 1. They did not get the first down. They're going to take a shot. Incomplete. He was looking for Bierencott, so they took a shot, and now it's 4th down, and they've got to get a foot.
And I said earlier that they made the change and they brought Hudson Jean, the 6'1" defensive back over there, taking the place of a much smaller defensive back that was one-on-one with Bierencott earlier.
Boy, I thought they got the first down before.
So tight right now.
The Dragons have converted 15 of 32. Remember, they bobbled a 4th down early in the first quarter. This is Bowl. Straight ahead. It's all going to depend on the spot. This is close. Concordia St. Paul thinks they got to stop. And they did. They had to get to the 12.5-yard line, and they spotted it right on the 13.
Yeah,
what a great job. Did you see number 17, Kendrick Maynard Jr.? He grabbed Bowl and started grabbing him and
just
pulling him the
back.
wrong way.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's slobber knocking 101.
Yeah. There's every inch of every yard is hard to come by in this game right now.
Nothing here with 7:48 remaining. Flomo zigzags his way for a couple.
Flomo's got some really quick feet, and I think his reading ability, if he have a little more patience, just slow it down a little bit. He looks like he's got some wheels on him. Might behoove him to just wait a little bit for the hole to open up.
That should be incomplete. It was. So I wonder if Les Miles recruited him. I don't know. Les Miles' last year at Kansas was in the COVID year of 2020.
Sure.
This guy's a junior. That's 2 years ago.
Yep.
You're recruited by a guy that used to eat grass. Literally, on the sideline.
Oh, my goodness.
3rd and 5. Good time for the Dragons to get a stop. Concordia St. Paul trying to keep the Dragon defense on the field. Empty backfield for Connor Cordes. The Dragons rush 3. Eggert hit him. He's short.
Even on the forward progress, I think he's going to be short.
I think Eggert knew that. This is 4th down and a yard. What do you do if you're Shannon Courier? This is what, difficult decision number 3 already?
Yeah, there's 7 minutes, or just under 7 minutes here in the second quarter.
They're going to kick it.
Yeah, you have to. Their kicker, their punter, boomed a big one last time, 60 yards. He's got long legs. Parker Dahlman, 6'6", 230-pounder out of Blaine, Minnesota. It's the Blaine Bears, isn't it? I think it is.
I don't know. That's not 60. That's not 60 yards.
No.
27, 26, 25.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think if Courier knew that he was going to get a 25-yarder off, then
he might have gone for
it.
Right? Dragons start in positive territory here.
All right, let's start with Concordia St. Paul. We looked something up last night. They're 0-9.
Yep.
Minot's 0-9. Minot plays Mary today. Mary's pretty good. If the Dragons beat Concordia today and Mary beats Minot later today, that would set up next week. 2 0-10 teams would play in the NSIC for the first time ever.
Wow.
I got some more for you. Strand back. There's Gage Florence, and that's a good open field tackle by Cyrus McClure, sophomore out of Carrollton, Georgia. The last time 2 teams met in the NSIC on the last day of the season, and they were both winless, was Winona and Bemidji, 1961.
Right, in the old NIC.
Strand's going down again. That's Javon Jones.
And Lucas Becker, the defensive lineman for the Bears, out of Blaine, Minnesota, 6'5", 270, in on that tackle.
Tomorrow is the 61st anniversary
of
the 1961 matchup between Winona and Bemidji, won by Winona 29-14.
There you go.
That was done after midnight this
Did
morning.
you know? Did you know?
That
Now
was
you
done
do.
after midnight this morning. Imdick in motion. Strand in trouble. Somehow Houdini's his way out of it. And Florence makes a diving catch. You gotta be kidding me.
And that's a first down for the Dragons.
Wow.
That young man has quite the concentration, and to find an opening, Gage Florence flying across the middle, looking to be an outlet for his quarterback, and he was.
Back to the ground. Imdick for Juan.
Great play for the Dragons.
Woo! That might be the highlight of the year.
Wow.
If you're Concordia St. Paul,
Yeah.
you're going.
Escaped
Well
three.
done.
Yeah. Escaped 3 possible sacks on that one play.
Strand steps up. He's looking for Florence. There's your flag. Florence got jumped on by Cyrus McClure.
Well,
And this will be a pass interference.
yeah, he beat Cyrus by at least a good step and a half, and he had to do something.
So I think this is what, 15 and a first down?
Spotted the foul?
No.
They don't do that anymore?
No, NFL. Tomorrow. Let's let Rolf tell us.
First down.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's 15. And back to the Richards red zone. For the second time today. Bull in the backfield. 2 receivers, including Florence, to his left. We're down to 4:35 in the second quarter. We still don't have a score. Florence near the end zone. Comes down with it. At the 1-yard line. This will be first and goal from the 1. Back-to-back beauties by the freshman from Velva, North Dakota. You know what? Kendrick Maynard Jr. never turned his head.
No, and that was great concentration again by Gage Florence.
Incomplete, flags down, and Hudson Jean is incensed. They were looking for Bieberdorf, and I think Jean was a little early.
Yeah, that's a big battle in tight ground like that, where everybody is on top of each other. Goodness. Bieberdorf ran a great route. The defender had no choice but to grab him.
All right, so they move the ball inside the 1-yard line. Is that Bull or Imdick in the game?
Bull.
That's Bull. All right, first and goal. They want to put it up again. Strand fires incomplete.
Same play. Quick slant. Quick slant.
Okay.
Offensive line still needs to give more protection to Strand.
The Dragons have rushed for 81 yards. If you include sacks, 84. I just think you have Hayden Bowl for a reason. And that's the reason.
There it is.
Did he get in?
With
No.
help.
He got an inch closer. So it was 2nd and 3 inches. Now it's 3rd and an inch and a half.
Tyler Martin in there, the big deep offensive tackle out of Moorhead High. 6'4", 300-pound sophomore.
Bull did not get in. He got grabbed by Kendrick Maynard and lost a piece of real estate. It's a 0-0 game. Do you bring in the field goal unit for a chip shot?
4th and 1. Home field, 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
This is intriguing.
I'm going for it. And right here is where the offensive line has to say, Root Hog, put your shoulders together and make a road grader out of it.
Strand Touchdown. They brought in Connor Bratton at a tight end, and Bratton just got his first touchdown.
And that was double tight ends lined up, which they hadn't shown that look yet today. They brought in the second tight end and released him out into the flats for the touchdown. Nice play call by the offensive coordinator.
Schroeder, 4 of 6 on extra points. This has been an issue for the Dragons, but he punched that one through. Let's take a break. 3:05 remaining in the first half. We've got points in Moorhead. 7-0 Dragons.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with the tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank. We're a better way of life.
All right, here we go. Here's how it goes. Tight end into the flats, simple play, fake the run, little pass. That's it. Very simple with 2 tights.
I was thinking rollout. That's drawn up with Roland. Don Groth doing the drawing. Roland, the technology. Me, just watching. This is Troy Ellison. He's being grabbed and ultimately taken down by, was that Tate Gustafson on special teams?
I believe it was.
Yes, it was. All right. We got some points on the board. We got some fans stomping their feet, cheering. Not just trying to stay warm. 7-0 with exactly 3 bills remaining in the first half. Here in Moorhead, there were 2 other games that kicked off, and they both had playoff implications. Winona State and Upper Iowa. Winona comes in the region number 3. It's a pass over the middle that's incomplete. They're playing Upper Iowa, and Minnesota State Mankato, the number 4 team in the region, playing tackle football this afternoon. Minnesota State leads Southwest 21-17 with 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and Winona State leads Upper Iowa 14-7 in the second quarter. Cordes back, pressured, throws, complete, big gain as he gets it to Joey Farley for his team leading 23rd catch. Just to make sure we're tight, Don, Gage Florence's second catch got him the record.
Right. Yes.
So if it was
that's what I thought it was.
I think it was that diving catch.
Yeah.
Either way, congratulations. All right, Concordia St. Paul on the move. 2.5 minutes remaining. Second quarter. Gully blitz, didn't get in. There's Farley again. He didn't get out of bounds. He only picked up 2 yards. 1 o'clock, Northern at Bemidji. Bemidji's the number 7 team in the region. How about Wayne and Sioux Falls? Wayne is 6. Sioux Falls is on a 2-game losing streak after they were the only undefeated team. 2 o'clock, Duluth and Augustana. Augustana is the number 9 team. They got to win and get help. Cordes long, he's got a man, and he dropped it. You got to catch that, Troy Ellison, if you're a Golden Bear fan, correct?
Right, he was wide open. He's got great speed. He separates himself and gives his quarterback, Cordes, a great target.
It wasn't tipped. That's
no,
all him.
No, it was all on him, and it hit him right in the breadbasket. Not a place you want to catch a ball.
There's the Dragons scoring drive. It all started with that great field position. There's another drop. Gayflor Flomo, what was that, 11 plays?
47 yards.
47 yards.
Yes.
Well, remember, it was 1st and goal from the 1.5.
Right.
And they had issues. They had a penalty.
Yep.
And then they finally punched it in on 4th down. And this is Parker Dahlman, and he's been a busy man this afternoon. Landon Lundquist goes back. At 2 o'clock, Mary takes on Minot. Dahlman, an end over ender. Landon Lundquist made the catch. Okay, 38-yard punt. He does that Australian, you put the nose down. And
on that one he did.
I've never tried that, but.
I think he's kicked the ball 3 different ways today. One was a beautiful spiral that looked just like
one
Ray
was a
Guy,
shank.
and one was a shank off the toe. This one was actually end over end, like you said. He dropped it straight at his foot, and it didn't look really pretty, but it got the job done.
All right, 1:48 left in the first half. Steve Lockway is always an opportunistic guy. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. I'm sure Concordia St. Paul would love the ball back.
Right, and one thing as Dragons coach, I mean, you have to look at it, get a first down, but just don't give them the ball back.
A Dragon drop. That ball was thrown behind Brady Perryman. Boy, Connor Broughton had exactly 1 catch coming into this game. He gets the only touchdown.
I'll tell you what, that formation gave the Bears fits. They didn't know what to do with 2 tight ends.
2nd and 10. Amdick in the backfield. Strand wants to air it out. He wants to really air it out. Incomplete. It went right through the hands of Carter Bierencott. There was terrific coverage that time.
By Cheeks, 6'2", 185-pounder out of Aurora, Illinois. Number 26, Tavares Cheeks. He was running stride for stride with Bierencott.
All right, so we don't need to worry about timeouts right now. It's 3rd and 10. Big opportunity for the Golden Bear defense to get the ball back, probably with good field position if they can get a stop. Strand, incomplete, but they're going to get a call. This is going to be another pass interference. Xantavius Graham out of Villa Rica, Georgia, is pleading his case, and
he really doesn't have a case.
Yeah, here comes the judge, Rolf Erickson.
Oh.
Defense, number 39, 10-yard penalty on the first catch.
And he held on to him for about 7 yards of running. He got beat coming out of the cut and had to do something, or that ball could have been incomplete and gone up the sideline for a big gainer.
Strand back. Oh, little sidearm. Here goes Ryan Bieberdorf to the sideline, helped by one of his buddies. That's a first down. That was a lot of open space.
And stops the clock.
All right, now it's the opportunistic Dragons, 1:25 remaining. Amdick open. Instead he goes to Gage Florence, who crawls his way up and picked up 8 yards. Now the Dragons have to hustle.
Caught it at the 4-yard mark and gains 4 more doing the bear crawl.
Now he finds Amdick. Incomplete, boy, and Andrew Agnarski had him right in his crosshairs.
Yeah, that's a setup for a disaster on the sideline. Almost better that he didn't complete the pass.
Probably, because number 1, I don't think he would have gotten the first down. Number 2, I think he would have gotten clocked. Number 3, it stops. The clock would still be running.
Yep.
3rd and 2, 66 ticks remaining in the first half. They're going to run it with Amdick, and he gets swallowed. Kofi Beckley, 6'4", 290, just drilled him. And now there's a timeout. Concordia St. Paul took the timeout. We'll take a break with 53 seconds left in the first half.
It's so much more than just a place to live. Bridges Apartments, located next to NDSU, offers all-inclusive leasing. Units are fully furnished with modern kitchens and include all utilities with internet and TV. Bridges provides a community that supports students with many conveniences like a state-of-the-art fitness center, controlled access keyless entry, gaming area, cyber cafe, and more. Call now and get up to $4,000 in lease incentives. Bridges Apartments, this is living.
This is Don's favorite promo because it involves food. Use promo code Dragons35 at any Fargo Moorhead Papa John's for 35% off your order. Papa John's, the official pizza of Don Groth and the MSU Moorhead Dragons.
I thought you were talking about the music in the stadium right now. Got the dance team down here on the track doing a great job.
Got the drumline band.
Drumline. We got a. It's been a really great day out here.
All right, this is 4th and 2. This is an important play for both sides. And they're going Wildcat. Steve Lockway ran Wildcat before Wildcat was invented. It's Hayden Bowl. Okay. All right, so he was just trying to draw the Golden Bears off sides. It didn't work, and I'm guessing the punting team is going to come on. I'm guessing, but I don't know.
Looks like they're gathering with Abe Rorick, who's assistant coach and special teams coach.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I would have gone for it, but that's me.
See,
I would have expected my offensive line, Steve, to be able to get that yard and a half.
It took them 5 plays to get that yard and a half, and finally get a great catch by Perryman.
But that's
I kick this, and they are going to kick it only because it's 7-0.
Okay.
If it was 24-14 or 24-17, I'm going.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah. No, I got it. I just have that, that heartbeat of somewhere in this game you have to prove your point.
And they kind of did. Knutsland. Bame's going to down it at 26. Again, not his best effort, but he got the job done. 30-something yard punt. To me, Don, they did get it done. They could have kicked a field goal. Field goals have been an issue for the Dragons. It could be, probably, would be 3-0. Instead, it's 7-0.
True.
So
true on that.
I think in this situation, you back them up. Concordia has 1 timeout left and no points.
True. Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer.
No, there isn't. There isn't. It's a preference.
My answer is just more right.
Right. Personal preference, right?
Cordes. Oh, beautiful sliding catch. Getting 10 yards with Nathan Gimza. He averages 14.2 a pop. The clock's running. There are 35 seconds remaining. And there's whistles.
And they have a timeout left.
Oh, they gave him the first down. Okay. The head linesman, John Hardgrove. Okay, this helps Concordia St. Paul. Maybe they get a play rolled in.
Totally.
The head linesman, John Hardgrove, thought it was a first down.
And it is a first down. They just didn't change anything on that line on the chain gang.
I thought he was short, but
yeah.
That guy down there is wearing stripes.
So the line judge on the far sideline with the official chains has to make that call. Yeah, they have to.
Okay, so what he said was, yep. So the clock would have stopped for the first down.
Yes, exactly.
So we're going to add time. You can't go back in time, but you can add time. And then we're going to lose time tonight.
No.
Oh, yeah.
We get it back. We fall back.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you get an extra hour of sleep.
I hate when people say that. No, you don't. If you want an extra hour of sleep, go to bed earlier.
I think you will tonight.
It's a 25-hour day.
Right? Yes. Oh, Stephen.
Instead of going to bed at 8, go to bed at 7 if you want an extra hour of sleep.
Well, that's on daylight savings time. Now we're going to go back to standard time.
Cordes. Throws it away. And he got hit. And there's a flag. Denver Sheets got him. Now what? Again, this thing was fluid. Now it's...
Yeah, there's a lot of stoppages.
Bumps.
Yep.
Oh, boy. That's going to move Concordia St. Paul back. I didn't get the number. It was a hold.
I'm guessing an offensive lineman. just a little guess.
Hey, you were the offensive lineman.
I'm just saying.
28 seconds left. Cordes back. Slithers his way. And he threw it away. Gimza was in the neighborhood. So was Mike McClanahan, playing in his final game here at Alex Nemzik at Shields Field. I would like to say Mike McClanahan has had a very nice career. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, he hadn't been a superstar. Nope. Aaron are superstars. But he's been a very, very good player. McClanahan out of the Omaha area. Cordes steps up. Being chased, and he's going to get chopped down. There's Marcus Gully. I don't know if that was a sack.
Gave him a half a yard.
Gully, his 69th tackle of the season. And Concordia St. Paul took a timeout. There's 8 seconds remaining here in the first half as we'll take a quick break.
We've all been there. People are counting on you and something goes wrong. Whether you're in a meeting, celebrating, or any group setting, food should be the least of your worries. At MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo, we start fresh with the best ingredients, and our culinary artists work together to create your favorite dishes. You can rest easy when we deliver the best experience right when you need it. Relax and contact the professionals at MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo today.
Matt Bus is a convenient, cost-effective way to get around town. For more information to stay up to date on all future changes, visit mattbus.com and follow Matt Bus on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, it's 3rd and 19. Courier took the timeout, I'm guessing, to set up something crazy. Are we going to see? Are we going to see this lateral game?
They could.
Stanford band.
I mean, they've got nothing to lose. 8 seconds left.
Cordes back to pass. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Jared Kallenbach. He'll lateral it to Josiah Bain. He'll lateral it to Adam Kallenbach. This is getting crazy. There's flags on the field. There goes Egger. Time has expired. And there's a fumble, and that was wild and
ill-advised.
Yeah, it really was, because you're not going to score. Well, let's be real.
You have nothing. They had nothing to lose. They could run the hitch and ladder, whatever you wanted to do. But as a defender,
you haven't practiced that, have you?
No, you made the interception. Run and get what you can. Look for the hole. Try to do it yourself. Go up the sideline, whatever you have to do. But don't give it away, because guess what? Had you dropped it down, a scoop and score could go the other way. Right? If that ball would have hit the turf, if that ball would have got intercepted.
Okay, this is after the interception.
Yes, all after.
Yeah, this should be the end of the first half, and it is.
So the interception stands.
And we're going to look for Steve Lockway and grab a word with him. There is Steve Lockway. Let's see if we can grab a word with him. Coach, you with us?
With us. Got you loud and clear.
7-0. What the heck is going on?
Well, you know what? We had a few opportunities at short yardage offensively. I didn't think we performed real great in the half. We got to do a better job converting there. You know, I like where we're at. Obviously, defensively, holding them to a shutout. Offensively, I think we run over 50 plays, 53. So I feel like conditioning, you know, is in our favor coming in the second half, especially starting the ball. So I think we're in a good spot. We got to finish drives and end with points.
If you win this game, is it going to be done offensively or defensively?
Well, if the defense doesn't give up a score, Steve, we're going to win this thing, right? Unless the offense has a major malfunction here. So I would say if defensively can do it, it's going to be there. I think we can hold up offensively. Offensively, we just got to put a few things together, and I think if we can get a couple of scores, I feel pretty good about where we're at.
Head coach and mathematician Steve Lockway, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely.
All right, Steve Lockway. Giving Steve D some shade. I love it. Hey, he's right. His team hasn't given up a point. 7-0 here at the half. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
The Go team, we like to call ourselves the champions of Dragon Pride. And what that means is that we want to be champions of the brand of MSUM Dragons. The clothes we wear and the comments that we make and just being positive and excited about being Dragons. And the other side of that is being good at what we do. We have a lot of opportunities to win awards, and we've won 13 national awards in the last 5 years. And so we want to be the best representations of our brand and champions in everything that we do, and helping our other Dragon teams become champions in what they're trying to do. It's an internship that's going to be different from anything else I think you're going to find, because we really strategically try to find the strengths of the individual and craft the role around those. So it's not just a cookie cutter, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that. You really get to make the experience whatever you want it to be. And we're firm believers, and you get what you put into anything. And so the harder you work, the better the experience is going to be. And if it's surrounded around your strengths, you're actually going to enjoy it too.
I'm Erin Lemaire. I am a production assistant and assistant student director at the Go team. I joined the Go team because it was a good chance to get experience in filmmaking in a more live production setting. I like a lot of different aspects of being on the Go team. I like running the cameras and doing all sorts of the stuff with like the broadcasting, but I also like switching, pushing the buttons and doing replay, so all sorts of things.
My name's Laurel Hoseth. I take pictures for the Go team during athletic events. I've always kind of liked sports, and I love photography, so I thought this would be a good fit since I know how sports work, and I kind of am learning about my camera, and so I decided to get more experience. I feel really proud that your work is being used and it's actually appreciated.
I am Brent Keel. I am the audio video editor and production assistant with the Go team. I joined the Go team to put something on my resume that was beyond just I showed up to a class, and something to show employers that I have some real world experience.
My name is Macy Miller. For the Go team, I'm a promotions coordinator. So I get to handle all of the in-game promotions. Pretty much they give me a mic and I get to make everybody excited to be here. So that includes like running games, throwing out t-shirts. I get to smile a lot, so I really like that.
If somebody was thinking about joining the Go team, I would tell them to definitely just try it out. At least for a game or two, just to see if they like it.
These people that you'll be working with have a lot of pull in your career, and they also give you a lot of experience that you'll need in order to start a career.
There's a lot of real experience you can get that doesn't just apply to just sports.
Producing it, in all honesty, is a really cool opportunity that we allow our students to have. And just getting involved on campus is a great way to meet people, network, and just have a good time.
It's really easy to join the Go team. All you have to do is go to msumdragons.com/Go team and fill out the application. It's just your name, phone number, email, and just send us your resume. We'll bring you in for an interview, get to know you a little bit, and see if you're the right fit culturally for what we're trying to do here. But go to msumdragons.com/Go team to apply today. Today's live coverage on the Dragons Digital Network is brought to you by our broadcast partners, Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Brant Hospitality Group, including the Radisson Blue, the Holiday Inn, the Holiday Inn Express, and the Courtyard by Marriott Fargo, the Bridges Apartments, Herbert and Gerberts, Forum Communications, Inforum, WDAY, Gate City Bank, Matt Bus, Midco, Papa John's, Richards Transportation, MSUM Dining by Sodexo, State Farm Agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead.
It's time to focus on you, a healthier you. It's time to get back to better health. Regular visits with a primary care provider at Sanford Health can lead to better overall health and wellness. It's time to get back to regular care. It's time for a healthier you and better health. It's time to see your doctor at Sanford Health.
One new place for two people, plus two distinct styles, plus two of everything, plus one budget divided by two. Life math is complicated. Financial experts,
hi there,
make it easier. Affinity Plus.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with the tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But man, being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up out of bed to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. The sheer effort it takes just for basic life functions like breathing has earned you the right to have someone bring that sandwich to you. Your struggle is not lost on us. Have a sandwich, you hero.
Somehow Houdini's his way out of it. And Flores makes a diving catch. You gotta be kidding me. Out of it. Strand, touchdown. They brought in Connor Bratton at a tight end, and Bratton just got his first touchdown.
About 35% of student athletes
experience severe challenges with mental health.
Only 10% of those students
reach out for help. As the number begins to grow,
it is our turn as student athletes to support each other,
to speak out about the stigma surrounding mental health.
MSUM Athletics pledges
to make mental health a conversation within our program,
to create a space where everyone is supported and appreciated.
We will all stand today and every day to work on
making mental health a topic of conversation.
We will advocate access for all athletes
to receive the help they need.
We hope to begin a chain reaction
of support with our efforts
and invite you to help our cause.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Everybody wants to be the best in town. I'm just trying to be the best me around. I'm just gonna love myself, 'cause there's nobody like me. Everybody wants to be the best in town. I'm just trying to be the best me around. I'm myself, 'cause there's nobody like me.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Welcome back to Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. Dragons lead at 7-0 Winona State. Right now, ranked third in the region, leads Upper Iowa at the half 21-7. Minnesota State Mankato, ranked fourth in the region, leads Southwest 28-17. That's a halftime score. Bemidji State trying to squeeze in. Right now, they're the 7. They got to win this week and next week and hope they lead a good Northern State squad 7-rip in the second quarter. Duluth has to win their final 2 games to have any chance. They're not even ranked. They lead Augustana, who's number 9, 7-0 in the second quarter. Wayne State, also in the playoff mix, ranked 6th in the region. They lead Sioux Falls in Sioux Falls, 7-0 in the second quarter. And at 2 o'clock, Mary is at Minot State. This look around the league is presented by Richards Transportation. The Dragons lead Concordia St. Paul here, 7-0 at the half. And so they have 2 more opportunities to get victories today and then next Saturday when they close up shop for this season at Wayne State. 2 o'clock start. You can watch that game on the NSIC network. Your upcoming schedules presented by Bell Bank. 7-0. Back with more after this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
to treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
Respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
Of any kind.
We will stand up
and speak out. And speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together.
Together we can foster a culture of kindness,
and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with a tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and
burgers.
There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with a tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
It's so much more than just a place to live. Bridges Apartments, located next to NDSU, offers all-inclusive leasing. Units are fully furnished with modern kitchens and include all utilities with internet and TV. Bridges provides a community that supports students with many conveniences like a state-of-the-art fitness center, controlled access keyless entry, gaming area, cyber cafe, and more. Call now and get up to $4,000 in lease incentives. Bridges Apartments, this is living.
We've all been there. People are counting on you and something goes wrong. Whether you're in a meeting, celebrating, or any group setting, food should be the least of your worries. At MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo, we start fresh with the best ingredients, and our culinary artists work together to create your favorite dishes. You can rest easy when we deliver the best experience right when you need it. Relax and contact the professionals at MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo today.
It's time to focus on you, a healthier you. It's time to get back to better health. Regular visits with a primary care provider at Sanford Health can lead to better overall health and wellness. It's time to get back to regular care. It's time for a healthier you and better health. It's time to see your doctor at Sanford Health.
Steve DeStatio, Don Groth back with you from Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium on a chilly but gorgeous Saturday afternoon. I asked Steve Lockway, who threw a little shade, 7-0. In all seriousness, obviously if the defense continues to play this way, the Dragons, I'm guessing, have to score more points.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt. Another 2 scores would be very helpful in this game.
So do you expect the same stuff? A lot of just field position punting, or do you expect these offenses to figure it out?
I think there's going to be some chances taken here in the second half, especially by the Bears. I think they're going to come out and there's going to be some opportunities that they're going to try to take advantage of that they haven't even seen yet. For the Dragons, offensively, yeah, they got to clean things up too. They've scored, but they still got to clean it up. Defensively, the Dragons are playing pretty darn well.
Forget about individually just for a moment.
Okay.
The Dragons as a team haven't rushed for 100 yards since last year in October against Bemidji State. That's 16 games ago.
Right.
15 games ago. The most they've rushed for this year was 90 when they scored 40, and they needed every one of them to beat Mary.
Right.
So 90 yards. Today so far, they have 67. They're moving the ball.
They are.
The offensive line has provided running room for Imdick and Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
No, 45 plays. Coach thought it was 53, but with the there were 53, but there were penalties and some of them were taken back. But yeah, so 45 plays. It's still not enough offensive output for a team like the Dragons. Should have way more.
Sorensen is bringing this out of the end zone. And he's got some running room. Changes hands. He started that run 5 yards deep in the end zone. So it's what, a 51-yard return, but there is a flag sitting back at the 22-yard line. Hey, he won his first kick return opportunity. It's been Landon Lundquist. He said, I want to run.
Great vision. Nice job by setting it up. A little bit of a wall on the one side.
Oh, they got the senior. No, maybe he's not a senior. Caden Jastrom, either way. Somewhere there was a hold.
At the 22.
Yes, this thing's coming back. First of all, you and I were off air talking about that last play of the first half, and I think the word was ill-advised or messy.
Yes.
Take a look at the first half stats. There are those 67 rushing yards by the Dragons. Concordia St. Paul at 51. Time of possession as level as you're going to get. Concordia St. Paul had the only turnover of the first half, that interception.
And the scoreboard shows it at a 7-0.
Strand, a little flip the bowl. Hayden lowers his head and dumps across the 20-yard line. That's a nice little play drawn up by Steve Lockway, Kendrick Maynard Jr.
To get him out there all by himself, the linebackers had given up. They had other responsibilities with a tight end and a wide receiver coming across.
Bull again tumbles ahead for the first down. By the way, Don, those stats were presented by Papa John's.
Gotta love that pizza, Papa John's.
So I was doing a little homework at halftime while you were singing, dancing, doing what Don does. I'm working.
Yes,
I want that to be noted.
Of course.
Last time the Dragons shut out an opponent in the first half was last year at Concordia St. Paul. He had Hayden Bowl wide open in the flat, and I think that's what Gage Florence is pointing at. Instead, Strand overthrew Florence and didn't take what he was given. The Dragons won a year ago tomorrow at Seafoam Stadium 24-3, led 14-0 at the half. All right, we got that stuff out of the way. 2nd and 10, just underway here in the second half. It is 7-0. The Dragons lead it on a 1-yard touchdown pass from Strand to Broughton. Play action. Nearly a gorgeous catch by Bieberdorf as Strand was under duress by 4 different Bears.
Okay, now on the replay, we don't see it here, but you're going to see the tight end, Marty, who was actually uncovered on the sideline like Hayden Bowl was the play before. And I think Jack overlooked both of those receivers that had positive yardage with nobody even close to him.
Now they got to get 10. It's 3rd down. Concordia rushes 4. That is a catch. Perryman. And again, Strand did not have a lot of time.
No, reaction, deliver the ball, put it out there. He looked at his progression, 1-2, couldn't go any further. And there was Perryman coming across on the crossing pattern, gave it to him, just enough room to pick up the first down.
Strand goes down after he got his uniform grabbed, got 3 yards. This Perryman, this is a great story. He was supposed to redshirt this season. That guy came into today with 29 catches and 294 yards. He also scored 3 times.
And I think his first game when they took the red shirt off, he had like 5 catches.
I think it was against Augustana. I don't know. Indick straight ahead. It's followed by a flag. So here we go. Messy again.
Messy. Ill-advised things like penalties.
A hold.
Yeah.
Let's see who this is on.
Can't afford, either of these teams, they just can't afford to have.
They got Tyler Martin. Played his high school ball. About a drive and a 5-iron that way. Moorhead High.
You're driving 5-iron.
Yeah, you're hitting a wedge.
No, it's going to take me 2 drivers, and I'll tee it up in the fairway. Got to get over Highway 52 to get there.
This is 2nd and a mile. All right, took what he could give him. He got Bierencott. He got 1 or 2 back. The only guy I've ever seen tee up a golf ball in the middle of the fairway was Fred Flintstone.
And that was on a cartoon, right? Oh, no, I've seen it. I'm not going to tell who, but.
I've seen it too. In a tournament.
Yeah, in a scramble. It was like, wow,
it's
come
like,
on.
Dude, you can't do that.
Well, he just did.
Third and 14. Strand floats it up. Dropped. Put it right in Carter Bierencott's breadbasket, and he knows it.
It's been a couple of them today.
Yeah.
That I'm feeling like Carter knows better, that he should have high-pointed that ball, and that's get both hands up
instead of
waiting and trying to stay in stride. Knowing that you have 2 white jerseys next to you, it's better to high-point that at 6'4". He's a big receiver.
Yikes. Where are they going to mark this?
That was messy.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, right about now.
That's a 16-yard punt.
Ouch.
All right. Terrific field position. The best, in fact, starting field position for Concordia St. Paul. And I want to apologize. The quarterback is Connor Courts. Courts. Hands off. Flomo. 5 yards.
Josiah Bame on the tackle for the Dragons. After Flomo flies up the field for 5 yards.
To all of our friends down in Peoria, Arizona, my apologies. I am a pronunciation freak. And
that is
now
true.
we got it straightened out. Thank you, Josh Deere. Now go watch volleyball. 2nd and 5. Courts on the run. Sees some running room and then throws. Oh, what a catch!
One-handed
grab by
grab.
Troy Allen. Boy, there have been so many drops this game, and then you've got the Florence thing of beauty. Was he across the line of scrimmage? Either way, Ellison with a pretty catch. There is a flag down. I thought he ran a long way. The line of scrimmage was the 45?
Yes.
Let's see what Rolf
Pretty
Erickson
much the
says.
45. And it's on Dragons.
Defense, number 24, 15-yard penalty.
They got Jared Collenbach on a face mask, so they're going to tack 15 on this, and Concordia is in the Richards red zone.
And a fantastic grab.
Ellison
one-handed, like reaching back for it.
Courts keeps it himself. Bame couldn't take him down. Courts out of bounds. Good run all the way down to the 8-yard line. Concordia St. Paul threatening here in the early stages of the third quarter.
And Courts escapes number 8, Betcher, also on the edge. Design play, that was not a broken play, folks. That was designed to do that. And I thought that the play before, when he actually zipped that ball out to his receiver, Ellison, I thought that was a designed run.
Courts fires far side. Ellison.
Down to the 1.
That's a first down. Courts wants a touchdown. He's thrown 8 this year. That's 7th in the NSIC. Courts has also rushed for a pair of touchdowns. The Dragons bringing some beef. Number 92, Abe Hestall, and number 96, Justin Littlewolf Jr. There's nothing little about him.
And big boy 99, Hayden Carr, 290 pounds.
Hornacek. Touchdown, Concordia St. Paul. Hornacek had not had a carry this season. Now he's got himself a touchdown.
Touchdown and a reception today. I think he caught a ball for the first time this year also.
Now here comes Sam Henson. We mentioned he was 3 of 10 on field goals. He's 12 of 14 on extra points. The holder is the punter, Parker Dahlman. Caden Christensen as the short snapper. We got a lot of foot on it. He got it through the uprights, almost hit the Dragon wagon. Brand new ball game, 10:37 left, third quarter. We're all tied at 7.
One new place for 2 people, plus 2 distinct styles, plus 2 of everything, plus 1 budget divided by 2. Life math is complicated. Financial experts make it easier. Affinity Plus.
Don dropped the touchdown with Roland.
Well, we have a handoff to
Hornacek.
He just goes right off tackle. They blow open a big hole, and that's a touchdown right there.
All right, let's see it. All of our friends in the Twin Cities are like, points. We need some points.
He walked right in.
Points.
That's when the offensive line is doing their job. That's how it's supposed to work. Walk right into the end zone.
Wonder if he kicks it to Lundquist this time. No, he's going back to Sorensen, and we know what he wants to do, and that's run it out of the end zone. Another good return. He's still on his feet.
Yes.
He don't want to go down.
42 yards there.
That works. Today's game is sponsored by Gate City. They believe they're better when they work together. Just one of the reasons they've been the number 2 bank in the U.S. According to Forbes, they're proud to support students, invest in our neighbors, and give back to the communities. They've been doing it for 99 years. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life. Member FDIC. They're going to mark Sorensen down at the 40. First and 10. 10:24 remaining. Third quarter. And the 0-9 Golden Bears have tied up the 3-6 Dragons. This is Imdick. 2 Golden Bears fell over. Imdick has a blocker. He lost the ball. What are they going to call? He lost the ball. The question is, did he cross the line? This is a huge call.
He threw his little baggie down at the 1. That means the ball was loose there.
This could be a touchback.
It could be a touchback.
Wow, they're going to say
they're
he
going to call
lost. Love to see this again.
And we are going to.
Here's Imdick. He's got Bierencott. That ball's loose. That ball's loose, guys. There is no replay in Division II, but I'm telling you that ball was loose.
There you go. That is.
That's what they saw in real time.
Yep.
But
and the angle for the camera is off. It's not directly on the goal line, so you can't see it that way. But the ball did get loose, yes.
I think because we've got the greatest camera team in the NSIC, there are folks in St. Paul that are disputing this. Extra points good. Either way, 10-11 remaining third quarter. It's the Dragons 14, Concordia 7.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card, as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with the tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
They're chilly, but they're happy. Dragons right back on top. In fact, 26 seconds. A great return of kick by Sorensen, and then the little swing pass to Sorensen. Those guys will just eat their cold popcorn for now.
Right. That swing pass to Imdick was excellent and designed quite well. Nobody out there to even try to contest him.
Two Bears ran into one another.
Each other, exactly. Trying to go for the tackle.
High, short kickoff.
At the 18.
Loose is Ellison. And he'll go out at 28-yard line. Okay. Offense here in the second half. Why?
Wow. How about that?
Any particular reason why?
For both these teams?
Yes, that's the question.
Oh, my goodness. I think there's like I said, I think they're going to actually take some chances and do some things. I know they're firing because they know they have to.
Here goes Flomo. He'll pick up 4. Okay. Well, we got to see a slobber knocker in the first half, and now,
Now going to be a chess game.
We'll see. There is a Dragon down. I think it's Denver Sheets, and we will take a break.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But man, being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up out of bed to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to. The sheer effort it takes just for basic life functions like breathing has earned you the right to have someone bring that sandwich to you. Your struggle is not lost on us. Have a sandwich, you hero.
There's your score.
You can do that quick.
One play, 60 yards, 13 seconds. Just like that, Imdick scored. That's your scoring drive presented by Affinity Plus. Good news, Denver Sheets jogged off the field under his own power. Flomo lowers his head and gets a first down. Marcus Gully made the tackle. So good to see Sheets up and at him. The Williston, North Dakota native appears to be uninjured.
For sure.
Oh boy, this is coming back. I didn't see the flag. So it's a hold against Concordia St. Paul. Penalties have bitten them in the backside today.
And that brought it back after they had secured a first down.
Yeah, they now have 8 penalties for 70 yards. This is 2nd and 15. Courts. Out of bounds. He almost hit one of the Dragons, Caden Wolski, a reserve linebacker, on the sideline. So all of a sudden, this is 3rd and 15. Remember, this would have been a Flomo first down.
Yep.
Instead, let's see what co-defensive coordinators Jesse Courier and Carlton Littlejohn dial up. I think Sheets is back in the game. He is. He's rushing on the right side. He's not going to get Courts, even though he's chasing after him. Courts is going to run for it, and he's going to get gobbled up by Adam Kallenbach. He's short of the first down. This is 4th down, and here comes the punting unit again.
Justin Noel on the chase on there, on that play also.
Hey, Dragon's going to stop.
3 and out.
Penalty again.
Yeah, exactly. Penalties are killing the Bears today.
So here comes Dahlman for his 6th kick. Bounces at the 20.
Very fortuitous bounce on that.
That's 56 yards.
Yeah.
That's getting it done. So the Dragons will start from the 8-yard line up. 14-7 here with 8:34 remaining in the third quarter. That touchdown by Imdick was his first this year. Again, his only other touchdown was in the Dragons' 24-3 victory at Concordia St. Paul. See, it all comes full circle.
Just a year ago, and here you go.
Shutout for the first time since Concordia in the first half. And now Strand lines up at his own 2-yard line. In the end zone, got to get rid of it, and does. He finds Jordan Marty. That's his 6th catch this season.
Gain of about 3 on that. Marty did a crossing pattern. And I'm going to guess he was the 4th option on that pass play, and Jack was able to find him and pick up a short little gain.
Play action, twirls to his left. Finds, nope, that's incomplete. Yeah, Bull never had that. That's correct, even though Concordia St. Paul wants it to go the other way.
You got to make a football move after you catch it.
As opposed to a
non-football move. Just thought I'd throw that out.
I'm getting killed today.
Well, you know, you hear it on the National Football League broadcast. You have to make a football move.
How about you have to have possession and take 2 steps?
Well, they don't say 2 steps, though.
It's like when coaches say scoring the basketball. What else do you do with it?
It's a football move.
3rd and 8. Bieberdorf in motion. Strand looking his way. Finds Florence. Got to get the first down, and he made the right call. If he went to his left, he was short. He went to his right and picked up 12.
He gave himself a little bit of time right there as he gave his stutter step and juke move just to gather himself and make sure he knew where he was on the field. Didn't have the first down until those last 3 steps.
He made a football move.
He did.
Strand incomplete, as opposed to a ping pong move.
Oh, goodness.
2nd down. 14-7. We were scoreless after 1. The only score of the first half was a Jack Strand, Hunter or Connor Broughton touchdown from 1 yard out on 4th down. At 3:05 left in the second quarter. This is 2nd and 10. They're going to give it to Imdick. Imdick. That's 13 yards. That's more like it. You said they had to run the ball today. They're running the ball today.
And they have to. Kendrick Maynard on the stop. Kendrick Maynard Jr., 5'11", 180-pounder out of St. Peterson Calvary Christian School. Makes the tackle.
Imdick on the far side. He's going to get thrown down by Cyrus McClure.
No gain on the play. Dragons, they just need to duplicate the running game and get some confidence built up front, have their offensive line do some blowing out.
This is a free play. This is a free play, and Strand knows it. He's going to get wrestled down, but Concordia St. Paul was offsides.
Yes. Right defensive end jumped offsides.
Take a quick peek at the NSIC scoreboard. They're all playing right now.
Second down.
Ryan Martin was offsides. Duluth leads at Augustana 14-6. 3:43 left before half. 4:21 left before the half. Bemidji State 10, Northern State nothing. 2:30 left third quarter. Minnesota State Mankato leads Southwest 31-17. Imdick straight up the middle, and that's good enough for a first down. Marion Minot scoreless after one. Sioux Falls leads Wayne 14-7. Final stages of the second quarter, and Winona State's in control in Fayette. They lead Upper Iowa 28-7 with 14:54 left third quarter. This is a 1st and 10 for the Dragons. This drive started at the 8. Imdick gets to midfield. That's good enough for 2 as we wind down. And here comes a flag.
It was after the play. Imdick was wrapped up by number 90, Luke Dunsmore, for the second play in a row. Dunsmore got the tackle, and I don't know what happened.
92, Javon Jones had his arms out as if to say, me? So let's see what this handful of striped men have to say.
Yeah, I did not see a thing.
Here's Rolf Erickson.
There is no foul on the play. It's second down.
Okay, they picked up the flag.
I didn't see a thing.
Okay. I didn't see anything either.
Yeah, no, it was a good football play. Good run, good tackle.
I didn't know if something was said, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. We cross over 6 minutes left third quarter. It's 14-7. The Dragons have the lead. Strand on the hop. He'll be escorted out of bounds by Osiris Judy. He's out of Miami, Florida. So Strand picks up 4. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Concordia 46.
Smart play by Strand to stretch it out, just get the yardage he could.
There goes Perryman in motion. Perryman short of the first down, and a late flag. A late flag came in. It was thrown behind Strand by the umpire, Eric Oakstad.
So that's like 5 penalties in the first 10 minutes here.
Yeah.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 96. By rule, that 15-yard penalty is added on.
Keyshawn Pettis,
First down.
a redshirt freshman out of Omaha, just did a hands to the face. There he is.
And I think he said 15-yard penalty on the end of the play.
Correct.
And an automatic, well, obviously first down.
Right.
Now they're moving.
And this is, I mean, look, I've been watching the Concordia St. Paul football this year. The penalties are killing these guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They would have set up a 4th down and
one.
Yep,
Yeah,
they had the
good
pass
one.
interference at the 1.
Yep.
They had the pass interference to set them up at the 1. Play action to Bowl. Bowl with a good block. It's going to spring Strand. He's got a wide open man. That's Carter Bierencott, and again, that was a terrific block by Hayden Bowl.
Stayed in on Max.
Watch his block. Here comes
Protection.
39 right there.
Yep.
He just blocked Keyshawn Pettis. Keyshawn Pettis is not having a good 5 minutes of his life right now. A huge hands to the face, and now he just got eliminated by the running back. Strand in trouble. To the end zone.
Threw it away.
To the track, to the dressing room. Smart play.
And I'm not sure why that flag was thrown.
Oh, boy.
By the linesman. if he thought it was like intentional grounding or something like that. He was in the grasp.
Yeah, but he had
did.
Bieberdorf.
He did in the corner of the end zone. Oh, lineman downfield.
Nope.
All kinds of stuff going on. Too many yellow hankies flying.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Brooks O'Brien, the St. Michael Albertville native.
Sure. Snuck downfield just a little bit too far.
Okay.
That happens on an extended play like that, though. You know, the quarterback is running around and you don't know where he's at.
Bowl running. Andrew Agnarski watched him go out of bounds as Bowl captured the edge. So this will be 2nd and 9. He got back to the line of scrimmage. So what? He picked up 6. 4.5 minutes remaining. Third quarter, as we anticipated, a good football team who are desperate for victories. Strand in and out of the hands of Bierenkot. This will set up 3rd and 9.
And he is getting pressured almost every play that he sets back. And if you remember, the keys to the play is the offensive line for the Dragons needed to take care of Strand today and keep that pressure off of him to have success. Mind you, they're leading, but
I think that's why they've been rolling him out here.
Trying to.
They rolled him out
at
the start of this drive, which has gone nearly the entire field. 80 yards so far. Strand on 3rd down. Fires, complete. He's got Perryman. Touchdown.
Be a 14-yard or 13-yard touchdown pass. Nice route and nice delivery of a ball right there.
Nice finish by Perryman. He had one thing on his mind, and that was red paint.
Ugh. Just
Schroeder.
Just eked it over. Oh my goodness.
That was messy from the beginning, but he got it through. 21-7, the Dragons have the lead. Don, let's draw it up with Roland, shall we?
Well, you got Perryman on a skinny post. Pass going. Max protect up front. He jumps right in there. Touchdown. He works his way all the way to the end zone.
Let's see it. All right. There's Skinny. He got Skinny in front of Hudson Jean.
Yes, he did.
And scored.
Pull it off.
All right.
Good touchdown. Nice drive.
On a 3rd down.
On a 3rd down, yes. 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. Yeah.
Schroeder, strike up the piano. Ellison, eliminated. Beautiful one-on-one tackle that time by, was that McHale Pearson?
No, that was Tate Gustafson, number 36 again. Lowering the boom.
That's 35.
Oh, was it 35? I thought it was 36.
Certainly was.
McHale Peterson.
Fresh ingredients, hand-sliced cheese, and chef-inspired soups and sandwich recipes that will surprise and delight. Go to herbertandgerbich.com to order online for pickup and delivery. And remember to live life flavorfully. That was 35, McHale Pearson. out of nearby DGF. Courts has a wide open man. He's got Ellison. Ellison looking from behind. He's going to score a 75-yard strike. And Concordia St. Paul's right back in this.
They're not going away, folks. That is for sure. What a play. Play action pass. Courts uncorks a long ball. Wow. Wide open. I don't know if there was a miscommunication in the defensive backs for the Dragons, but what a great play call by the Bears. And Coach Courier over there.
All of the extra points are important. This one's good. 3:50 left, third quarter. We're going back and forth now. It's 21-14.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Don, draw it up.
Here we go. Wide receivers go down in route. You got 80. He sneaks out. Something happened on the defensive backs because no one was around Ellison for that 75-yard touchdown pass.
He just left out of the screen. You drew it up perfectly. Yeah. There was,
totally gone.
Confusion.
Totally gone.
Side. He disappeared off rolling.
And he reappeared
in the end zone
as soon as that ball got to him.
No, you got it. Yeah, because the wide out on the near side stuttered and just stopped, and Ellison just kept on going.
Exactly.
Good work.
There you go. And I don't know where the defensive backs were.
Watching Ellison score.
Well, at his back because nobody saw him in front of him. At the goal line.
Uh-oh. Lundquist lowers his head, and he got the boom lowered on him. Judy, and there's a flag. There was some pushing and shoving. Let's see which way this one goes as the field judge, Marshall Barrett, came in and threw a flag. He saw something naughty.
Just naughty. Oh, my goodness.
I heard personal foul. I didn't hear who.
They're marking it off against the Dragons.
Good. Personal foul. Late hit. Return team number 24. Half the distance to the goal. Forehead ball. First down.
Jared Collenbach with a personal foul. So this is going to start at the 10-yard line. Richards Transportation has been a proud supporter and transporter of the Dragons for many, many years. Since 1986, Jay and Mark have been committed to providing clean, courteous, and safe transportation. Call 218-233-3404 and book your next trip with Richards. From the 10-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Strand back, Imdick. Forgot the football.
So we had the slobber knocker in the first half, right?
And now it's defense optional.
And now it's a shootout. Holy cow, what a change, and the weather stayed the same.
Tale of two halves.
Right on. Adjustments, all kinds of different things happen in that locker room.
Strand, grabbed and thrown down. Kofi Beckley gets the sack. Remember, Concordia St. Paul came into today with just 5 sacks all season.
Wow.
This will be 3rd and 11. The Dragons scored on a 3rd and 9. Strand at the goal line. In trouble. In big trouble. They got him again. I think 99 got up last, and that's Keegan Larson out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. They're going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. So Knudsland, instead of getting 15 yards, he's going to get about 10.
Yes.
Concordia has 10 on the line of scrimmage. They smell blood. Knudsland gets off a wobbler. It's a 28-yard punt, and Joey Farley is going to mark this down at the 30-yard line. He got out of the end zone. It's 28 yards, but Concordia St. Paul's in business.
Steve, I'm just thinking that Jack Strand has got to know that the clock in his head is going off, and if he doesn't have anybody that's open, throw it at the feet of somebody. Keep your yardage and live to play another down. I mean,
and close to a safety.
Oh my goodness. Yes, held on to that ball way too long. There were plenty of spots for him to get rid of that ball at somebody's feet and not, throw an interception. Give your punter a little bit more room. Trick play.
Ellison has it. Now he's got some running room. Ellison. Oh, he gets taken down. Jake Betcher. Ellison on the trickery, gain 3.
You watch this as the pitch goes out, and we're seeing the end on the tackle there, but the quarterback, Courts, pitches it as it looked like it was going to be a halfback pass. Instead, Ellison reverses field and then gets stopped for a short gain.
Courts, incomplete. Farley forgot the ball. So this will be 3rd down. This game has had everything. 11 punts, 18 accepted penalties.
I'm going to say that more than half of those penalties have been this half already in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and 5, Flomo. Betcher got him down right at the 20. That's close to a 1st down.
Excellent open field tackle for Jake Betcher, but a great run by Flomo. And he picked up the needed yardage for that 1st down. Lowered his shoulder and kept digging his feet. To start the day, you didn't know what the offensive backs were going to do for the Bears, and he's proven to be a good one.
I think Flomo's been good.
Yeah, he has.
Honestly.
Nope. Takes care of the football.
That's his 12th run for 53 yards.
There you go.
No turnovers.
Yep.
You start with the little stuff, but I mean, he averages 4.4 per carry.
3 of those are a 1st down.
Yeah. Again, math.
Yeah, right?
You and Lockway can do math.
Great math. Math skills, you bet.
Courts sends Farley in motion. Courts hits Farley. Farley dodges away from Sorensen. Gets down to the 11-yard line. We're in the Richards red zone again. This will be a 3rd and 1. And there's 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Concordia St. Paul does not have to run a play if they don't want to.
I guess I would with the wind at my back.
1. They didn't get it off. They did not get that play off. I agree with you. The wind's blowing in.
Yeah.
Now here's a flag. The quarter expired and we got a flag. And Marcus Gully's not happy.
And number 66 for the Bears he was face to face with Gully, and that was past the line of scrimmage even.
Let's wait, because we've got issues to sort out.
If it's a defensive penalty,
that'll be an automatic 1st down at the 5.5-yard line.
And they'll play it no time down. Typically.
Okay. We've got two different meetings going on. One in the boardroom and one in the classroom.
Side.
Yeah.
Somebody's writing a bunch of stuff
Here's
down.
Rolf.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 99. The goal, automatic.
It was broken, but I thought he said 99. Is that Hayden Carr?
Yep.
Okay.
Half the distance.
And that's his first of the game. One more, and he gets booted. End of 3, 21-14. Minnesota State Mankato is hosting Southwest Minnesota State, and we're going to check in with that game.
To pass. A free rusher, and he's sacked.
Quarterback sack on the play.
Trey Vavall. As the blind side of Marcus Martin is met by a cornerback blitz in Trey Vavall.
Takes it 4th and 14. On punt to the Mustangs, number 27 punt.
45-17, Minnesota State Mankato is on their way to winning again. That live look-in was brought to you by Gate City Bank. This is Flomo. Tumbled down by Collenbach, who went low.
Collenbach read that play, came up from his defensive back position, and was able to seal that edge for no gain. Nice job by Jared.
Blowout in Fayette. Winona leads Upper Iowa 38-7, 5.5 left, third quarter. Second and goal from the 4. Courts. Gonna run it. Courts into the end zone. Touchdown, Concordia St. Paul. That's Courts' third rushing touchdown this season.
Spread him out just a little bit, and all he had to do was walk in on the edge.
Maybe he'll draw it up at the end of after the break. This is Henson. Did he hook that? He certainly did. He missed it. The Dragons keep the lead. 14-21 left in the fourth. Dragons up by a digit.
Wants to be the best in town. I'm just trying to be the best.
We'll draw this up with Roland, and we're going to see that touchdown by Courts. There he is. He runs it in over here. Got to clear out by the 2 wideouts. The offensive line does their job. It's very simple, and they take advantage of it. The Bears score the touchdown. We are rolling with
21-20 because of the missed extra point. Sorensen. Sorensen's still on his feet, and he's finally brought down by Judy. So, pretty good field position for the Dragons. They're moving in on that coveted 100-yard mark. They have 95 rushing yards, and Concordia St. Paul with 101. This has been even. This has been dead even.
And then the scoreboard shows it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much an even first half. Now, 3 minutes difference in possession. so far through 3 quarters. It was within, 30 seconds in the first half.
Here's Strand. Is that a pick? Concordia St. Paul saying they have the ball. They both came down with the ball.
And I'm not.
Xantavius Graham and Bieberdorf both came down with the ball. And they're going to say that it was simultaneous possession. There it is. His hands were still on the ball.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be what percentage. It's just the fact that he had it.
Second down.
Boy, if there was ever a day where we could have used Gene Steratore back in New York.
Right.
But, you know, CBS is using him again this weekend, so he's unavailable. Either way, it's a 7-yard gain. Strand, Imdick. They've already hooked up for a touchdown. Imdick having the game of his career.
Excellent job through 3 quarters. Luke had 11 rushes for 69 yards and had 2 receptions before that last one for another 60 yards. So yes, almost a career day today.
Now he's going to run it. He's going to get grabbed and taken down. He picked up 2. He got tackled by Luke Dunsmore, the St. Cloud native. Went to St. Cloud Apollo, went to St. Cloud State, and then the Dragons beat him, and they decided to shut down football. Strand rolling to his right.
Or something like that.
Marty refuses to go down. Keegan Larson's going to make the tackle. Yeah, it was the 2019 season. The Dragons won, and that was the final game. Yep. It was in St. Cloud, and we've got a Dragon down. And while he gets attended to, we'll step away with the Dragons up by 1.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
To treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
Of any kind. We will stand up and speak out. And speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together.
Together we can foster a culture of kindness,
And respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
Number 89 is Jordan Marty, and he has his arms around one of the best in the business, Keith Wiedrick, as they'll take a look at him. Marty made the catch. This is a fumble, and Strand's just going to sit on it. That was 3rd down. And now the Dragons are probably going to have to kick this away. It's 4th and 13. That's the second bobbled snap today. Remember, the first one happened on 4th and short. In the first quarter.
Oh, I thought maybe we'd try a field goal.
No.
With the win.
No.
No. That's too far.
61 yards is
Yeah,
not
that's
in the
not
cards.
happening. Not happening today.
Let's see what Knutzlin can do. He'd love to get about 40 on this.
Little backspin. No.
Okay. Good try.
Yeah.
Got out of the way. 24-yard net. Either way, Concordia St. Paul is going to start at the 20-yard line. My guess is if you talked to Shannon Courier before today and said you were down by a point with 12:05 remaining and you had the ball, probably take it.
I think you'd be very happy.
These guys have gotten tattooed. They lost by 10 last week. Week before, lost 49-20. Week before that, 53-7. Week before that, 44-0. They have an opportunity today to get their first victory of the season. This is Gabe Flomo. Still on his feet. Watch out. Betcher did get him finally at the 35-yard line. A 15-yard run. He must have pinballed off a half a dozen Dragons.
And
Watch it again.
Yes, it sure looked like he was
1, 2,
down or
3,
ready to be down.
4, 5. Good thing he had long shoelaces on. A 15-yard pickup. 11:38 left to go. The Dragons lead after the Golden Bear kicker, Henson, missed an extra point. Courts throws. That ball's tipped, incomplete. Is that Bame? Yep. So this will be second down. All the scores at the bottom of your screen are presented by your good neighbor and State Farm agent, David Eggers. There's his phone number, 218-233-1334. Besides being a great insurance agent, he's a really good dude. Sioux Falls, 20. Wayne State, 7. The Dragons get Wayne State next week. Ellison probably heard footsteps. This will be 3rd and 10.
I would imagine that he felt the pressure from Cody Sorensen bearing down on him, along with Caleb Munger out there on the corner.
If you're the Dragons and want to get win number 2 here at home, getting a stop right here would probably help. What a catch. Who was that on the far side?
Number 12.
Yeah, Jack Munster Tiger. Oh, he came back. This will be 4th and 1.
Yep, he had to come back to secure the catch, and then got rode out of bounds.
You talked at halftime. If this thing was going to open up, and it has, then a chance has to be taken.
Yep, and here it is.
Yeah, this is it. Concordia needs about 4 feet. They give it to Flomo. He's got a first down and more. Flomo picked up 4 yards and let everybody know it.
Behind the big boys, Jake Edwards, number 76, 6'4", 305, out of Greenville, Wisconsin, Fox Valley.
Cheesehead.
Boy, well, they're opening some pretty big holes for Flomo.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, along with 66, Talon Hensley, 6'3", 300 pounds. He's another one of those transfers from St. Cloud State.
7 of them on this roster. Flomo just took a pretty good lick from Sorensen, picked up 2.
I know
you. Boy, you were exactly right, Don. I mean, it's turned into a chess match.
Yep. You got to figure out how you're going to win this game. And I know that being down 7-0 at halftime, that the Bears were looking at it like, that's a win. We're within striking distance, 1 score.
Nobody home on the far side.
Ran the wrong route.
Drew Emke's upset. I think he ran a button hook instead of an out. There he is, number 11. What happened?
He did not throw that under duress, so they can't call it an intentional grounding.
Oh, okay.
He threw it where nobody was, but his receiver just ran the wrong route.
Grounding never entered my head.
Yeah,
Don, it's 3rd and 9.
Somebody must ask that question.
3rd and 8.
Yeah.
fires, contact. I think Ellison lost his footing, trying to come back, and now it's now it's kicking time.
And Gully was in on the coverage, along with Jack Bungarden.
All right, so if you're Concordia, what you can do is pin the Dragons down. This is Dahlman. A wobbler. And it's downed quickly. Peyton Inns, the long snapper out of Cresco, Iowa. Grabbed it. It's a 30-yard kick. Okay. They started at the 20, and now the Dragons will start at the 20. Looking for the right fit for college, or maybe looking to come back to your alma mater, schedule an in-person tour, transfer visit, group tour, sign up for an event at mnstate.edu/visit.
Talking about that, today was a visit day for a whole bunch of would-be Dragon football players today. And I saw some others being courted around the NSIC Hall. Girls sports, other boys sports. So yeah, make your visit, Tim. Minnesota State University, Moorhead.
Watch this. This is what a one-point game. Watch Hayden Bowl and Richard Wauer, right? Clunk, right there. Just mano a mano, the old Oklahoma. What do you got, big boy? We're going head-to-head. Watch out from behind. Javon Jones just blindsided Strand. It is 3rd and a couple of acres.
And he beat Bennett Heffman clean around the edge to get to Jack Strand. Another sack for a team that barely touched the sacks this year.
3rd and 17. All the players on the sideline chanting and clapping. Imdick right up the middle. He's not going to get the first down. He got 14 or 15. Just going for it? Enter Steve Rockway's head? No, the answer is no.
No, but anything can happen in this game. I'll tell you what, the guys in white right now,
licking their chops.
You bet. They're believing. They're believing. They're playing a good brand of football right now, and they believe. Remember,
this is Knudsland.
They haven't won a game.
Which way is this going to bounce?
It stopped. Just like your pitching wedge.
That's a 45-yard punt with no return. Good job, Brian Knudsland. So here we go. We turn it back over. 7:27 left to go. Our final, back and forth we go. Final home game of the season. Bears, what they're looking for, their first victory since last year. The Dragons trying to get to 4-6 and salvage what's been a very difficult season. They're used to this 6-5, 7-4, maybe 8-3 stuff. Not this guaranteed to finish below 500. Courts fires, and a diving catch is made by Drew Emke. He had to come back, but he's still got 8.5 yards.
Really nice pitch and catch. That ball all the way on the outs, and Courts made the throw. Good grab.
He threw a P.
Yeah, they're playing inspired. No doubt about that.
Flomo is going to get the first down at the 35-yard line.
Pick up of 3 to pick up that first down.
Clock stops, then it's going to start again. 6:52 left to go.
Difference from first half to second half. We knew there were going to be some differences. There's even a difference between the third quarter now and the fourth quarter. Complete different. More of a chess match.
Oh, it's a reverse. This is Ellison. Courts tries to block Sorensen, and he goes out of bounds. The Dragons read that pretty well, and Boehm, Betcher, Sorensen were over there. They picked up 7 or 8. Great job and awareness by Courts as well, as you can't blindside block, right? So all he did was turn his back and did a little obstruction legally.
Now the Dragons got a little overzealous because the backside here, the defensive end and the outside linebacker, went too deep. That play probably should have been blown up in the backfield had they played it just right. But everybody's just a little more anxious right now.
Courts threw that ball away, and this is going to be a 3rd and 3. Yeah. These third downs loom a little larger the deeper you go. 6 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. The Dragons lead it by 1. Courts in trouble. He's going to go down. Mike McClanahan on senior day.
Steady Eddie, his whole career, when called upon, makes the plays and does his job. Great
Look at that
job.
Picture perfect. That is a guy that comes to practice and just does his job. The senior out of Papillion, Nebraska, engineering major. I bet you Teresa and Shane are giddy inside after that huge sack by McClanahan. Now the Dragons are going to get pretty good field position as this wobbler is going to come to rest at the 37-yard line. Just a 30-yard punt, and now the Dragons, I'm guessing, are going to try to do a little bleeding of the clock.
You got to run the ball to be able to do that, and you got to complete passes inbounds to do that. So the Dragons have a job to do to secure this win by 1. Not that they're not capable of doing it. Just have to prove it.
Dragons come on the field. There's 12 seconds. There's Coach's Cam presented by BSN. Steve Lockway. I don't know if he knows how much is on the play clock. There's 5. They get it off. Bowl. Off balance, and he gets popped by Richard Wauer. Wauer and Bowl have met each other at the crown of their helmets a couple of times today.
Oh, yeah. Down in the trenches. That is for sure, and Hayden Bowl wouldn't have it any other way.
And you know what? Wauer made the play.
Yep.
No gain.
Exactly. In the hole, they meet. Stymie.
Now it's coming down to a little bit of defense. Dragons had a 21-7 lead. Courts hit Ellison on a 75-yard pop right after the Dragons scored. And then Courts, a 4-yard run. There goes Emdick again. Luke Emdick having a game of his career.
I was giving you 2 fingers, and I was thinking right before this last play, it's 2 for sure first downs if you're going to do it in 1, 2, 3 plays. You can do this game and run it down to just about nothing.
This is Don doing math. Be careful.
With two good first downs, but they got that one just a little too quick, I think. Just trying to do the math, yes.
Be careful, boys and girls at home. Bowl, spun, lunging, down. Egnarski, the tackle. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left. I think you got to wait if you're Courier.
Oh, yes. He's going to need help with that if he can get the ball back.
I think you need it. I think, yeah, maybe 2. But again, it's plays.
Yes.
It's plays.
Yep.
But I know Steve Lockway is not playing a pace right now, an up-tempo pace right now, winding that clock. 8 on the play clock. You don't want to take a timeout either because you might need it on the other side. 2, 1, and they snap it. A bad snap to the left, and I think that blew up the play from the get-go, and now Concordia St. Paul does take its first timeout. 3:07 left to go. The Dragons trying to hang on. They lead it by 1.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. However, it looks like a little night ninja took off with his card. as they sometimes do. But lucky for Jack, he can freeze his missing debit card with a tap of his mobile app. And even if his card is stolen or lost for good, he can go to any Gate City Bank location to get a new card issued instantly. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
This is not the first time that these two teams have engaged in tight ball games. If you go back to the worst day in American history, 9/11, right? The Dragons went down to Concordia St. Paul and played and were up 28-10 in the fourth quarter. And they had two guys named Joe and Joseph Mapson. And with Chris Washington, James McNear, they came all the way back, won 31-28. Both teams at the end of the game had a flag. It was just an emotional moment. And then the Dragon Hail Mary. Jake Hodge to Corey Ambrose on the final play of the game, capping a 4-play, 96-yard drive with no timeouts left. Strand's in trouble, and he gets taken down. Javon Jones, a one-handed sack back at the 45-yard line. And Shannon Courier's jumping up and down looking for a timeout, and he's going to get it. We step away again. We'll find out who's going to win this game on the other side. 21-20, 2:54 left to go.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and burgers. There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
More exciting way to end.
For over 100 years, we have been here to connect you, entertain you, inform you. Our world may change, but we are always here. Then, now, and tomorrow.
There's Shannon Courier, his second stint. He was also at Truman State. That Hail Mary happened on September 12th, 2015. This is Knudsland. Low snap. Knudsland gets it away, and he gets away a beauty. It goes into the end zone, but what moxie by Knudsland. That was a heart-stopping moment for the Dragons, but Knudsland grabbed it, and I think Concordia St. Paul was just trying to avoid a penalty. All right, here we go. 2:48 left to go. Concordia St. Paul just needs a field goal. They're going into the wind. Their kicker, Henson, has already missed an extra point. That's the difference right now. Let's see if the Dragon defense can come up with a stop. Court's back with time. He'll dump it to Joey Farley, and he'll get taken down.
Inbounds.
Still a lot of time. This is an eternity left.
Yes.
The Dragons, that drive that I was talking about,
yeah.
4 plays, 96 yards, 28 seconds, no timeouts. Throw the ball to Damon Gibson, get 15 yards, get down.
Out of bounds, boom, boom.
Courts. Throws. Complete, and this is a big one. This is Nathan Gimza.
Clock stops, get the chain set.
When I'm chief of NCAA football, this is the rule I'm getting rid of. Stop the clock now.
No.
Just play football. Chains can move, they'll catch up. 2 minutes left to go. Again, all Concordia needs is a score of any kind. Courts goes down. Denver Sheets, remember he was injured earlier today. And the clock is running. The clock on your screen is accurate. 1:40, 1:39 left to go. Still a ton of time. Concordia St. Paul needs first downs. Courts, fires, dropped. How many drops has Concordia St. Paul had today?
Lots.
That was Farley. This is 3rd and 9. Forget about the clock. They need a first down.
Exactly right. They picked up those first two in a quick hurry. Now being stymied just a little bit by the Dragon defense, putting some pressure on them.
It's a swing out to Flomo. Flomo gets shoved out of bounds by Gully. And this is going to be a significant fourth down, just to put it mildly.
Flomo let
out of
go.
bounds.
Oh boy, and did he stiff arm Caleb Munger. Munger had a chance to tackle him inbounds right about the 50 or the 5 on the painted on the turf, but he instead, a stiff arm separated him.
Here's your ball game. Complete. Courts comes up huge. McClanahan makes the tackle, but Concordia St. Paul lives to fight another day. They get a first down on 4th and 5.
First down at the 31.
All right, you do some math. Add 17 to wherever they are. That's your field goal. 48, too far. 1:04 left to go. Clock is running. Courts rolling. Pushed out of bounds by Bain right at the 25-yard line. So for Henson, I'm sure Shannon Courier wants to score a touchdown. Don't want to put pressure on a kid who right now is the difference in the game, and he's 3 of 10 this year. I was a kicker. It's in his head. Trust me.
Right. Exactly.
And it's in Courier's head too. If you got to kick it, maybe get it down to the 10, 15-yard line.
And you've got an offense right now that's playing inspired football. Their quarterback, Courts.
Now they're in field goal range.
Putting it on his shoulders right now.
Down to the 16-yard line. We saw Southwest Minnesota State do this 8, 9 years ago. They had a guy named Tyler Tonderum who rushed for over 300 yards. Final series of the game in the pouring rain. Clock is running, 40 seconds left. Flomo. Bain gets him at the 15. And what's Courier going to do? This is interesting. 20 seconds left. They're going to leave it to the kid Henson. He's warming up over on the sideline. 15 seconds left. Concordia has a timeout. Courts fires, complete. Out of bounds goes Ellison. The clock stops with 8 seconds left to go.
And here he comes.
Not yet. Oh, he's walking backwards.
He's right.
Henson is at the 35-yard line. Trying to isolate himself. I think they're going to throw one to the end zone.
Only 2 things can happen. 3, actually. Incomplete, or a touchdown, or an interception. Wouldn't be my choice to throw one into the end zone.
Okay, the Dragons take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Steve and Don, 8 seconds left. What do you got?
You know what? Just in case. I mean,
they got a timeout left. I mean, unless this thing takes all day.
Well, they don't. They just took it to set it up. I was going to say they have one left. If they had a bad snap, they could just down it and take a timeout, but now they can't. So now they got to kick it.
There's Courts on the track. I don't know if he can watch.
No, he can't. He did everything he possibly could, and their offense really came to play in that last series. Starting at their own
20-yard line. So here we go. It's going to be a 26-yard attempt. Again, Sam Henson is 3 of 10 on field goals this season, and he hooked an extra point. Lockway takes a timeout. Going to try to ice the kicker.
He'll probably do it again.
Nope, can't do back-to-back timeouts.
You can't. Oh, okay.
No, so Concordia St. Paul took its final timeout.
Yes, they did.
Thought I heard Rolf Erickson say timeout Dragons, but instead it was timeout Concordia, and they left 8 seconds, which means they're going to leave time for a kickoff.
Well, and when he said timeout Dragons, I thought the same, and I went, well, now you got a chance, but I'd still put the kicker in there just in case there's a bad snap. You can down it, take a timeout, and still get a chance to kick it. Because this is the way they win this game if they can, is by kicking this field goal, obviously now. But
the snapper is Caden Christensen. The holder is the punter, Parker Dahlman. Again, he's going to put it down at the hash at the 16-yard line. This is a 26-yard field goal attempt to put Concordia St. Paul in the lead. Whistle. You can take back-to-back timeouts. Maybe that's just at the professional level. We're not professional. Do you take another one if you're Lockway, if you're allowed to?
Well, you're going to kick
Might
it.
as
That's
well.
going to take 4 seconds off, right? So you're only going to get 4 seconds on the kickoff.
Unless you down it, but then you'd need
Then
75 yards.
You've got nothing.
Right.
So, yeah, you burn it. Every little bit of doubt you can put into that kicker. He might be getting stronger now because of it.
I don't know. I think what's going through his head is I hooked the last one. I want to aim at the right upright.
And all he needs to do is punch it.
And then he could push it to the right.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. Henson from 26 to put Concordia St. Paul up. Good snap. Hold.
Missed it.
He hooked it. I feel did Sorensen get a piece of it? He's celebrating as if he did. We'll watch it again.
And you watch the
that
ball
wasn't
change.
Even close.
Yep. The ball starts to flobble.
Here it is. I think Sorensen got a piece of that. Not much, but just enough.
And
Don.
that ball had no end over end. It went completely sideways in a spin.
That's what you call a Steve DeStatio duck hook. But again, boy, did Sorensen get a great jump on that ball. And now the Dragons can just down it, and they can break the hearts of Concordia again. Strand downs it, and the Dragons win 21-20.
Yes.
No.
Nice job by the Dragons.
Thoughts, Don? You called this at halftime that this was going to turn into a little back and forth, and it did. And you feel bad for the kicker, but you also feel good if you're a Dragon fan.
There's no doubt about it, and you cannot say anything bad about the offense and the defense that the Concordia St. Paul Bears put on the field today, and they fought their hearts out right to that last second. If it hadn't been for a touch by a finger on that ball by Cody Sorensen of the Dragons, that ball might go through. So, yeah, both these teams fought hard.
All right, we've got Steve Lockway down on the field. Coach, congratulations. You with us?
With you. Got you loud and clear.
Talk to me about your heart rate as Courts was getting Concordia St. Paul down the field.
Well, it steadily got going a little bit. Blood pressure got high. You know what, guys, we talked about just finding a way to make a play at the end. You know, it's a little bit unfortunate. We're at the mercy of their kicker a little bit. Iced them with 2 instead of 3 timeouts. That worked in Upper Iowa. Went with it again. It's my wife's lucky number, so might as well go with 2 instead of 3, right?
Mike McClanahan with a huge sack here on senior day. Did Sorensen get a little nibble of that field goal?
I don't know if he got it. I couldn't tell, but when we broke the huddle, Coach Rourke said, Abe Rourke said Cody Sorensen's going to get a piece of this one. And so, well, he got a piece, or he got close enough that he had to push it beyond his hand. Whatever happened, obviously went outside the uprights, and that's a good thing for the Dragons.
4-6. I know you got a Wayne State team next week. Do you just focus on Wayne State?
Yeah, we'll start focusing on Wayne State after our parent banquet after this. The parents do a great job. It's a family of families that we go in there and get a chance to spend some good time. We got to win. Wins don't come easy in this league. This league is so tough, and every week's a battle. And so to be able, however you got to scratch out wins, you scratch out wins. And we've been saying it since we've been here, find a way. That's embedded in the DNA of these guys, and they found a way, however it was, to be able to get it done.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Steve Lockway with us, generous, while his team is huddling. Let's take a look at the play of the game. It's presented by Herbert and Gerberts, and this was Strand. Oh, this was Houdini Act. And Gage Florence, I need you, my man. What a catch by Gage Florence. He did not have a Gage Florence-esque day, but he was terrific. Play of the game presented by Herbert and Gerberts. Bold between the breads. Here's our player of the game. It's presented by Inform. And you know what, Luke Imdick? We've been talking about this Dragon running game all season long. How about 15 carries for 98 yards? Imdick also 60-yard pitch and catch to make it 14-7 to give the Dragons the lead. Imdick was terrific today. There were a lot of guys that you could give player of the game for, but we give it to Luke Imdick, our player of the game presented by, or our newsmaker of the game presented by the Fargo Forum. The Forum Sports Department is committed to reporting all the latest sports news and information. Check them out online at inforum.com.
Imdick, 177 yards of offense, receiving.
Let's get to our stat of the game. I got a pretty good one. The last time the Dragons beat an 0-9 team was November 6th, 2006. The Craig Kutz-led offense, the Dragons beat Minnesota Crookston 32-6. They beat an 0-9 team here today, and the Dragons had to claw this one out. That's your Buffalo Wild Wings stat of the game. What do we got? Upcoming schedule? It's pretty thin. This is called November football. At Wayne State next week. Wayne State, the last time we looked, was in a battle at Sioux Falls. Oh, wow. 24-23 Sioux Falls with 13:01 left to go. That could be for a playoff spot for Wayne for the Dragons. It would be for victory number 5. You can watch that game on the NSIC network. It begins at 2 o'clock, the upcoming schedule. Our final upcoming schedule of the season presented by Bell Bank. Wow. That's the way to end the season.
Started out like a slobber knocker, ended like a blowout or a run. I don't even know what do you call it. A racetrack was run.
It's some people hashtag Dragons found a way.
They found a way.
I mean,
exactly.
You know what? Good on Concordia St. Paul. I know they're going to go home. They lost. There are no morals. They're going to try to get victory number 1 last week, but I was impressed with how much heart and how much they wanted to win this football game today.
And offensively and defensively, they played solid, and this game showed it. It was a tight match the whole way. Both teams pretty darn even.
Love working with you, man.
Thank you.
All right.
It's a good year.
I hope we can do it again next season. We only get 5 of them this year. I want to do more, especially if they're like this.
Gotta love football.
Dragons win 21-20. I want to thank Alex Nelson, John Webking, our producer and director, our makeshift cameras. Just unbelievable, the shots that you gave us, not just today, but all season long. Steve Fox upstairs in the booth helping Alex Nelson. For everybody at Go Team and the Dragons Digital Network, for Don Groth, Steve the Stay Show saying so long from Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. The Dragons win here on Senior Day 21-20.